like a kid.
It is literally Japanese jazz. Hold on. Let me get the crowd pumped up. Let me get the crowd pumped up here.
This is like a child on a Discord mic.
Well, then their stem is absolutely spazzing on the beat. Yeah, when that kicks in, I like when he says "Go Marine."
Yeah, it's a good drop. Turns into like a Persona song.
It absolutely, dude. Except your persona is a goblin.
You'll never see it come in.
Okay, well that's it's really that's really got nothing on goblin.
I guess so.
I want to talk about like good media on this here our media podcast.
Yeah. So we're not talking about Frieren.
So we're not talking about dog. I'm gonna be on your side this week. I'm gonna have a polarizing week. People are not gonna be happy with Nick after this week. I am willing to admit that.
Whoa, I was April Foolsing you.
I have big feelings about Frieren's episode. I have big feelings about Vigilantes' episode. I have big feelings about JJK's episode. I have okay feelings about Sentenced to Be Heroes episode, but I'm telling you right now, listen, we do this every season. I'm going to get hot water with the Invincible community once again. I mean,
You're going to catch some hot water from me. I got it boiling downstairs right now.
Oh my God, this is the most invincible ass. All right, before we do any of that, let's do a rundown on our weekend here. What were you up to this weekend, Danny?
I can't tell you what I did yesterday.
NDA, baby.
NDA.
Where was Danny for 8 hours? I don't know.
Yeah.
Not getting paid, that's what.
I got paid a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
A smidge.
I got paid a smidgen.
Okay.
A tidbit, a smidgen.
Uh-huh.
Some Tribe Called Quest for you.
Your bag is incredibly deep. You're like 4 words of a Fetty Wap song. You're pulling out Tribe Called. I'm waiting for like Bone Thugs and Harmony next.
Yeah, I don't know that. That sounds sick as hell.
Wild that you know a Tribe Called Quest, but not Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I like when they go, a smidgen, a tidbit, and then he goes, now here's a funky introduction of how nice I am. Tell your father, tell your mother, send a telegram.
I only know Telegram is the app where I got scammed out of all my money.
Don't respond to anyone's Telegram.
If
Don't
anybody ever
download
asks you to
it.
be on Telegram, just a blanket no.
I've never heard someone talk about Telegram and it ended in like even neutral news.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, I just closed the business deal on Telegram. It's like with a call center, like stealing money from elderly people. Like what? Like how?
So yesterday I was on someone else's YouTube show. I can't talk about whose yet, but it was very fun, even though it was like a 10-hour shoot.
Yes.
I would do it again, and I'd encourage you to do it because it is very fun.
Uh-huh.
You would love it.
You'd
authentically love it.
I'm aware. They were like, they were like, hey, we're having Danny on Friday, and I was like, or on Saturday, I was like, haha, cool.
I'll tell him to have you.
Well, I also, you're going to MagicCon, right?
Yeah.
I probably should. I mean, deductive reasoning, I guess, maybe, but I got invited to do the live show.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I might be going to MagicCon.
Well, you have to.
Well, I mean,
if you accept.
If I accept, yeah.
You should. That's awesome.
Aren't you going?
I'm going to MagicCon.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not doing the live show.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's going to be fun.
That's dope. You guys will find out what we're talking about, or you probably could deductive reason.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Saturday, I went to, I saw Project Hail Mary.
I've heard real good science movie.
Yeah.
And I get fucking amped up with science. Dude, I was watching Oppenheimer, and I was just getting like a little hard for the physics, and then I was like,
They're bad.
I was like, a lot of people die at the end of this. And then I was like, they were talking about like hydrogen bombs and like, I was like the same way I watched Chernobyl with Dorothy a couple weeks ago. And I was like, man, there was like,
you're rock hard watching
I just
Chernobyl.
love it when we get into physics and like high level physics and it's so cool. And then I'm like, oh, so many fucking people died.
Yeah.
God damn it. Chernobyl was so good though.
Chernobyl's awesome.
So good.
I love the dog episode.
Oh,
just thinking about that the other day.
Fuck, it's Barry Keoghan too.
Yeah,
Barry Keoghan just pumping bullets into dogs in one of his first roles.
You should see Project Hail Mary. I'm interested to know how you feel because I agree. Like
Have you seen 3 Body Problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the show. The book's really good.
Oh, you've read the books?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just the first one.
Okay. They translated to English? I mean, it's a Chinese book originally.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like cold. Like, it's very, like, from what I've heard, very Chinese science fiction.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, here's all of the science that goes into this.
100%, yeah.
But it's sick. I don't love the show. But I'm interested to know what you think about Project Hail Mary when you see it, because I agree that, like, I love some competency porn.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, yeah, where you feel like the people who made the movie are way smarter than you.
Yeah.
And, like, you're learning about this science. And I feel like Project Hail Mary does that to an extent, and I won't say what changes, but, like, they're doing a lot of really cool, like, Arrival-esque stuff, a lot of cool, like, Martian-esque stuff, where, like, they're getting into the weeds of it, and they're being really clever. And then, at, like, a point, it feels like they just give up on it, and they half-ass the rest, and are like, okay, now it's just whatever.
Now it's an action movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
So,
I like that's things like Interstellar, The Martian, like a lot of those other ones. It's like it almost feels like a heist movie. You're like, oh, all of the science is like The Martian, like Matt Damon like picking potato seeds out of his poop kind of thing. Like,
Shit, yeah.
all of it like is like it's like, oh, of course, it makes perfect sense. It's all coming together. It's like Dr. Stone live action.
Yeah.
I this weekend
you gotta send Stank a picture of what you're about to say.
I will send I'll send Stank. I mean I've been uploading all of them, but I guess I'll send this right now. I bought an RX-7 a couple of months ago, a Mazda RX-7 1993 car, and I got it in perfect condition. Probably the nicest like most well kept, well maintained RX-7 on the market. And I just ran it into the ground. Immediately, it had a coolant leak, it had an oil leak, it had everything. And then eventually I was just driving around with Dorothy one time. No coolant in the car overheated. Engine overheated on a 13B rotary engine, real bad. So I spent the last 3 days pulling out my engine in my garage with my childhood friend. I have not been able to get the grit and
You're gritty.
I am caked in oil. I got fucking coolant in my ear and gasoline in my hair yesterday. I was one spark away from like just letting Seth emulation. I would not have stopped, dropped, or rolled.
Dude, I didn't give that big of a reaction when you showed me. When I got in here today, Nick brought me into the garage and showed me his car absolutely disassembled.
And literally, there's more pieces on the ground than there are currently on the car.
It was one of those moments where it was like genuinely so funny, it transcended laughter.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really laugh, but like, I'm gonna be mentally giggling about it forever. I'm sorry that this has been the worst time of your life. But like, just
I've been filming it.
Seeing it exploded all over the garage, and you're like, here it is. And then like, as my vision is sweeping the thing, you're like, yeah, I bought an industrial amount of tools. My eyes go on this like 4-foot tall toolbox that you have.
I have a toolbox filled with sockets, an engine hoist, an engine stand. I have spent $2,500 unironic dollars on tools to fix this job because a guy quoted me $7,000 and I said, I'll do it myself. Never do it yourself. I know so much about my car now, but it's awful.
Well, and now it's all strewn about everywhere.
Yes.
There was what looked like a mechanic's katana just lying on
that's my pry bar. That's my fucking, it's my wrench or my pry bar.
And Nick, after spending $2,500 on tools, told me that he disassembled it, and he's like, now I simply have to pay someone to put it back together.
I know how to put it back together, but like I will not do it by myself.
It's not worth the days.
No, my God, no. It's another entire, maybe 2 more weekends probably.
Yeah, that's so funny. I'm so sorry, but that's so funny.
Oh, it's awesome. It's great. I have to load it all into the back of the Porsche.
Before you do that, you genuinely have to take some ironic, non-ironic thirst trap photos
of just like
get a wife beater on, get like an oiled up rag, like get in there. You fucking de-engined a hot rod.
Yeah.
Like, how do you not have 300 photos of this?
I have 12 hours plus a video.
A video? You gotta get all greased up and take some photos.
This brings me to our second talking point of the day. Reposting Halloween photos.
Not reposting. They just got in. They just got developed.
What do you mean?
They were shot on film by my friend, and that day he texted us these photos. That was my first time seeing them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the first, you wanted to lead with Josh just slurping your doingle.
That's my friend Bass.
That
not
was in
Josh.
That was in Josh?
That's not Josh. Bass got like 30 new followers just from the back of his
Just
head.
from the fucking, just like, hey, I want to be with fucking Freddie Mercury there.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. Getting head from Freddie Mercury, probably a bad idea.
Bass looks identical to Freddie Mercury on and off Halloween.
The teeth?
No, just
His mouth, nightmare.
no, he's just got like just the mustache really. Bass is black. He really doesn't look that much like
Okay,
Freddie.
good.
He looks like a black Freddie Mercury,
Uh-huh.
if you will.
Okay, because I thought and the reason I thought it was Josh is because in the next photo,
Yeah.
I see Josh dressed as what I could only imagine would be the second evolution of Freddie Mercury when he like rips his shirt off.
Keep swiping. I think you should be able to guess what Josh is. By the
Oh my
last
God, he's
photo.
Nacho Libre.
He's Nacho Libre.
Oh, that's good. And like you want to be like, well, he's not Mexican, but neither is Jack Black.
Neither is Jack
and that's
Black.
kind of the point. If you want to be a luchador this Halloween, make sure you're being Jack Black.
No, we had that discussion.
Yeah.
This is exactly how it went down. I was like, is this going to be okay? And he's like, I'm Jack Black. I'm not a Mexican.
I'm not a Mexican. I am specifically Jack. Listen, and I'm Denzel, or no, I'm fucking.
Don't
not,
be Denzel.
Not Denzel Washington. I'm fucking Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder. No, it's not blackface. I'm a dude playing a dude playing a dude playing another dude. You don't get it.
That one's tougher. If
Yeah,
anything,
that's
you're
the
making me
thing.
walk back my
Yeah.
Nacho Libre approval.
Yeah, that one's definitely a further hike uphill.
But yeah, I posted some Halloween pictures
Mm-hmm.
to roaring applause.
People were a big fan of it. I was a big fan of it. I don't know why Sarah's in none of them. Weren't you with Sarah during
No,
your?
she didn't go.
Oh, I thought she was not Sydney Sweeney.
That's the
other one.
Halloween before.
Ah,
That was 2 years ago.
this is two. It took you 2
No, that's this Halloween.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Sarah was not Sydney Sweeney, by the way.
She was
Sabrina Carpenter.
That's the one.
And I was Barry Keoghan.
Knowing what I know about your family as I do now, that was a funny choice. That was a funny choice for her to go as.
Why?
You're the dating story you told me the other day.
We don't talk.
What do you? We first off, we absolutely do.
Oh, I don't remember.
It's about Hollywood Rob. Or,
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, dog.
Tommy Hollywood?
Tommy Hollywood, dude.
Yeah, that is funny. You're right.
I was just like a real fucking like, oh wow, just dressing up as the family here. That's awesome.
I can't elaborate, unfortunately.
Yeah, but fucking Tommy Hollywood,
Yeah.
dog. All right,
yeah.
should we get into our anime here?
Oh, yeah.
We have so much to talk about this week. We have our.
Anime Hoy!
I mean, animation. We'll
do that every week.
Every week, baby. Every time that we're done yapping to get into our 9,000 things we got to talk about here. So I watched the 8th episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. We also have episode 3 and 4 of Invincible. We have the last episode of the season of JJK, the last episode of the season of Hell's Paradise, the last episode of the season of Sentenced to Be a Hero, the last episode of the season of Vigilantes, the last episode of the season for Frieren, and the second to last episode of the show for Fire Force.
Where do we begin?
Let's just, for everybody, let's start with the Amazing Digital Circus because we're a little bit behind on getting to it. So I want to do TADC.
Okay.
Wholly intense episode. Wow. Listen, it was a 31-minute episode, and I don't have nearly as many notes as I thought I would because the entire episode is just characters being tortured. Like it's literally
a lot of that.
And there's some great moments. So like my favorite by far in the way like moment is like when Kinger Kane pops over to Kinger. He's like, Kinger, can I borrow you for a second? And then he comes back 2 seconds later. He's like, he shredded me, and you're like, good. And then Pomni gets like come back with a bunch of fucking knives in her face.
I really like the bit of Kane just being like, can I see you in my office? And they come back disfigured.
Yeah.
My favorite bit, I don't know if you remember because it's so not noteworthy, but like, they're like, all right, yeah, we just got to distract Kane. And then Ragatha's like, hey, Kane. And he turns around and he's like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Gives it a batshit insane delivery.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
So this episode's all about Kane. This is a big Kane episode. In the beginning, there's like this abstract representation of like machine learning.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy.
That was wild.
They're like putting in stimuli and seeing the reaction, and then like the stimuli it eventually lead to a reaction that like I think Kinger's company they do like A and C or A and
yeah, ass and cock.
Yeah, ass and cock. Yes,
Yeah, that's how I remember
Is
it.
that really what it is? A and C.
Yeah, A and
okay.
C. Yeah.
A and C is like Kinger's company, and they weren't making a video game. They were making
It's virtual reality of some sort.
Or they were making an AI. That's what they were making, an AI. And they like wanted to make like an AI that like could like work on its own. But what they like ended up with was Kane. So they put Kane away. But then Kane took over a secondary AI. Like it broke out of jail.
Abel, we think. So like if Kane is a red dot.
Abel.
Yeah.
The brothers.
The brothers.
The brothers.
From the Bible.
From literally which one kills which one exactly? I don't remember.
Cain kills Abel.
Abel, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Dear Dad, that's Abel. Yeah, so.
What were you about to
From
say?
Has Been Hotel. Abel in Has Been Hotel is like the little bitch coward one.
Yes.
Yeah, and so.
But there's no Kane and.
Not yet.
Oh, because he's not dead. Wait.
Well, he's dead, but he's just not in the show yet.
He's not in the show yet.
God, this is you're
Bible.
years behind. I'm just so in the fandom that it feels like I'm talking to a caveman.
I know, this is what it feels like talking Naruto with you. You're like, yeah, the orange-haired one. I'm like, Nagato?
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, I know. I'm aware of him.
I'm like, yeah, the one with whiskers,
Yeah.
and he's always like, I buy that.
Yeah. You bitch, I think is what he says. Something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. So, all right. So Kane ate Abel. That's the idea
Yeah.
here. Oh, you're a theorist.
I guess.
A game theorist.
I am a game theorist. So yeah, the blue dot, I believe, is Abel.
Okay.
Counter AI that they were doing, or like a synergistic AI. The red dot, Kane, breaks out of whatever box they put him in and just devours Abel.
Okay.
But if you recall,
Uh-huh.
after he does that, like a bunch of stuff's like shitting out of the red dot.
Yeah.
And the last thing to get spat out is a sad little blue square. And I think that's like, oh, there's a little remnants left of Abel
Oh,
somewhere.
okay. Yeah. So that's not at all what I thought at all. I thought what got eaten was the bubble.
Bubble?
Yeah, I thought bubble.
That could be Abel.
Yeah, I think the bubble is Abel.
It could be.
That's like, and then like there's this whole episode, there's a focus on like Bubble being openly antagonistic towards Kane. And also like, I think that's like the cool bit about like Bubble being like kind of batshit insane.
Yeah.
Is that like Bubble's not only enslaved by Kane, but also because its code is broken. That's why it's like batshit insane. But like Bubble, like very much antagonizing Kane and having to pop all of them. I was like, oh, this is like a representation of like the lack of synergistic connection the two of them have.
Yeah, it was crazy that Bubble started becoming an antagonistic force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I buy that. I think that'll probably be the twist. That I think Bubble is gonna be like the final antagonist, probably.
You think so? Oh, so like
Maybe.
Kane is gonna be like what, won over here or something?
I think he's dead. Kill him at the end of the episode. Remember the last line of the episode where Kinger goes, and I quote, I killed Kane? Sorry, the last line is Zubul goes, holy shit.
No.
At the very end, Kinger kills Kane.
Did I miss? I think I might have watched this while just destroyed or something, because I feel like that's not something was it after the credits?
No.
Oh, I'm getting an ad for Disney Solitaire.
Let's go.
Who keep trying to pay me to advertise for their company. It's not even them. It's fucking, they're on those apps where it's, wait. I had 5 minutes left.
That's so much.
I had 5 minutes left.
You don't know how it ends. Spoiler, Kane dies.
Why did I stop with 5 minutes? Why did I stop with 5 minutes left?
That's so much time for a YouTube show.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's most of it.
My last note is,
Oh my God, you don't even see. What the fuck are you doing?
my last thing I said, did Jax think this was all a dream? Because I think my last note was like, they say some name. They like, Kinger says some name, and like it makes Jax realize, like Jax remembers something, and he's like, oh, like he like begins to abstract.
Oh no, I thought it was Kinger's just like giving them hope again,
Yeah.
I think. And my interpretation was that Jax was gonna self-sabotage like he did in that previous episode.
Yeah.
But then, which you don't know, he goes and actually distracts Kane so that they can, wow, you missed like so much of
I
the shit.
truly thought I watched all of it.
That's
5 minutes is a
crazy.
lot. We had to
Okay.
watch so much this week.
All right, I guess just give me your notes leading up to the end.
I said fucking Jesus, the hard cut of Queener getting abstracted was rough. Like we
That
get
was
so
hard.
so obviously it was like the people that worked at the company worked there. Like those are the first people ported into the Amazing Digital Circus. And like King doesn't remember what appears to be his wife's name, but like they're with each other. And you're like, oh, so sweet. And then the next thing you see is like Kane being like, whoop, that was a problem, as he like throws her into the abyss.
Yeah.
I wonder if like the people who abstracted are gonna like, are they dead? Like, that's the thing.
Well,
like,
there's a theory that since, spoiler, Kane's dead,
Yeah.
there's nothing like keeping them in like buried anymore.
oh, look,
So
all
they
the
might come
abstracted
back.
things.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have to battle against all the like, it's like fucking,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to battle against Queener and the clown and all them.
Maybe, yeah. That could be cool.
I also want to know how people are still going in, because obviously there was a thing, like there's a big focus on this episode where like Kane is like, oh, we're gonna run out of humans, and then Ragatha gets popped in as the first person of the next batch, basically. So Ragatha's been there like a really long time, but Ragatha's trying to pull off like a headset,
Yeah.
and it's like, but they like ANC was only focused, like Kinger specifically says they weren't trying to make a video game or anything like that. They were just working on an AI. So like, how does the AI pull all of them in?
I guess maybe it was sucking the brain juice out of them.
I believe how that's my thing.
I don't know, fucking nano shit.
I don't know.
Like,
you're the one
yeah.
with all the fucking. You're the one with all the answers.
Because at one point, Kane's like, I even gave him a body that like is perfectly matched for their brain files.
Yes.
And so the thing's clearly scanning their brain. And so I guess maybe they're trying to build an AI off of everybody's collective information, like AI does.
I thought that was cool, especially when considering the talking points around Zubul. I feel like it only really applies like to Zubul specifically. I mean, I guess you kind of get it a little bit with what's the string one? Gangle. Because like Gangle's got the masks, and it's like Gangle like might like be a representation of like bipolar like disorder or something like that. But like Zubul, who's like canonically, I believe, a transgender character.
I think they're non-binary, but there's like gender dysphoria shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so like they're always trying to like mix and match their parts and find the body that works best for them. And it's like, okay, then what did we pick up from Pomni that wanted her to be a clown?
I know. I also don't know why Pomni's a clown.
Yeah. And why was everyone chess pieces in the beginning? Like, because Kinger thought he was the king or some shit?
I guess, yeah, Kinger could be like one of the top scientists and also very smart and strategic, but
Yeah.
then something like nerfed his intelligence. Yeah, well, you can really stretch and think of like why each main character's body is like that. But we get to see like a little hot dog guy. Like, do you remember when you see like the original
Yes.
group?
Yeah.
They're a bunch of fucking nonsense.
A bunch of it was so funny because I saw all of them. I'm like, what the I was like, can we get the B team? What happened here?
There's some good guys in there, but otherwise,
Yeah.
there's one that was like a dog or something, and I'm like, this guy's trying too hard to be a protagonist.
100%.
Like, he's got too much main
He's
character.
probably the first guy to
energy.
get abstracted because he had no idea what to do with his hand dogs, his hot dog handies. But yeah, no. So I guess I forgot. I didn't realize that Kane died.
So much happens.
So much happens in the last 5 minutes. It was like them like fronting Kane and him being like, "Oh, I like ripping through all these ideas doesn't give me the satisfaction I need," kind of thing.
Did he go, "Where's Kinger"?
I don't know.
That's the big moment.
I'd imagine that's a big moment. Also, Pomni's known since episode 3 that the dark makes Kinger sane.
I know.
Just now put a bucket on his head.
Get a bucket on that guy's head 100%
Turn
of
the
the time.
lights off. I just like fucking put him in his pillow fort forever.
There's a bit I do in my reaction where Zubul is like the bucket makes him smarter, and I want Pomni to be like, yeah, it does.
You never tried buckets? Yeah, you never.
He's just like, yeah, it's like a sanity bucket. I got it from Gummy Goo.
That's literally loosely the plot of the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, smack a bucket on your head here. You're gonna feel real good.
Yeah, just lie about Kinger's power system.
Yeah,
to everybody
they're
else.
just like fucking like, just bashing a bucket, like because it takes hours.
Yeah.
That thing would take so long before they realized they were getting pranked.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of prank. But yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus, episode 9, last episode.
Yeah.
What's gonna come next? What's next for Glitch?
I can't say that because you don't know the end of this shit.
Well, I know.
Oh, you mean after the
like,
Amazing Digital-
are we gonna
Knights of Guinevere?
I know, but like it's been a while since that first episode came out.
They're making it.
I think so, probably.
They gotta
right?
make the shit.
Yeah.
I tried. They recently did like a big Knights of Guinevere event, like a live event that I tried to get tickets to. Sold out like instantaneously.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like people just like also want to be like see the glitch. Like people want to be like meet the glitch team or something like that. That's like with those kinds of things. It's like I wonder, is it like it's obviously was it always a team? Like that's the thing because like do they animate all the stuff that they do? Is Glitch just an animation studio that posts their shit on a free platform?
Yeah.
Or is there like a glitch guy and or gal?
I think Glitch is like a production company, and so they're hiring out like different. It's like Mappa.
Gotcha.
You know, like it's not like Mr. Glitch came up with the amazing digital circus in Knights of Guinevere and the
They're bringing on show writers and all of that. And
Yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
hey, you air on our series kind of thing. Still fucking nuts. Also, people love Dana
Terrace.
Dana Terrace. I mean, because like fucking Owl House is goated.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would go. That was it in L.A.
I think so, yeah.
Have you considered telling them that you're...
I tried.
I'm the Daniel Motta.
Yeah.
I honestly think the crowd would probably be pretty happy to see you there.
I sent them a selfie of me wearing sunglasses, and I went, I'm sorry, and then I took off the sunglasses and a second selfie, and I was like, now do I get free tickets?
And they simply...
nothing.
And they were
I
like,
was
listen,
blocked.
actually put the sunglasses back on. Let's see. I want to get that effect one more time. Should have sent them all your Hootie gear.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking, I mean, it's like too early to have Knights of Guinevere gear.
No, I DM'd like whoever was putting on the event, this big professional, like, hi, like, I was wondering if there's any way, blah, blah, blah. And then I got like an AI thing back, and I was like, okay.
Okay, yeah, this is just a fucking stone wall here.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of AI, shout out to Sora AI for shutting down. One pillar down, baby.
Woo!
And Disney, actually, we should probably talk about this. Disney canceling their $1 billion deal with Sora. But I do not want to give Disney credit here on account of the fact that Disney was fully trying to spend $1 billion on AI technology. And I'd like to think the only reason that they probably didn't go with those $1 billion to ChatGPT is because they were canceling their Sora AI platform.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to give, like, people are trying to give Disney all the credit. They're like, Disney also canceled their $1 billion deal for generative AI. If Sora hadn't shut down, they would have gone through that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, because they voided the contract by doing that.
Like, hey, the platform no longer exists.
Yeah.
So that means no more Love Fruit Island. If you're watching that, I'm not going to say kill yourself, but like, I
hope a big bird gets you.
I hope, dude, I watched the fucking dinosaur documentary on Netflix right now, Morgan Freeman one.
Okay.
And yeah, I hope a pterosaur gets you. Like, I hope the biggest pterosaur finds you, just swoops you up.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people being like, I can't believe Lemonella is, and I'm like, we've lost the plot.
Yeah.
Entirely, dude.
I get the fun of it. It's just because it's AI. Like, if it was like that's the fun of Total Drama Island.
Yeah.
Is the idea of like having a fake Love Island and pretending that it's real.
100%.
It's just the fact that it's AI and you are giving way more energy towards a thing that is not giving the energy back. And that makes it cringe.
It's the immediacy also. Yeah. People are like, I need it right now. I need it right now. Yeah. And it's like, fucking, that's the thing. It's it's such an energy and consumption, like fucking landmine where you're like, I need a new episode. It's like, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
Like, even Love Island, they make 5 episodes a week.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then you got fucking After Sun, which blows.
Which is just all interviews. They're like, how was kissing? And they're like, you're not gonna believe this. It was fun. Yeah. Kissing in Paradise was a good time. And you're like, I know. Because it's been a good time for the last 13 seasons. Yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about Invincible. I want to talk about Invincible before we get into the anime.
Okay, I'm angry.
You should be.
I'm already angry.
We didn't talk about episode 3. Yeah. Let's just blitz through episode 3 here. I'm going to say, next you're going to tell me that Russ is still alive.
Rex
is probably what I meant to say. Who gets brought back alive at the beginning of episode 3? Somebody who should have been dead.
Conquest?
That's it.
There we go.
Yeah, like Conquest still alive. They flies out of like the easiest trappings of all time.
Yeah, it's bad in the comic too.
Yeah, you're just like, you really thought that this was gonna stop the guy who's like able to wipe out planets? Was like a couple thousand tons of concrete.
I know. At least put him in a prison that can hold it. Like, that's what's stupid is he wakes up and he's just like, all right, and then leaves.
He was like, I can't believe he didn't kill me, and then he just flies away.
Yeah.
And he doesn't go to fight Mark or anything again. He's like, I guess I'll just go report back to all of the Viltrumites here.
He goes home.
I said, robots pissing me off. Listen, I don't know if this is a controversial opinion. I like the British guy on the Guardians of the Globe. I think he's listen, he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, this is an old British fucking Captain America who's bulletproof, can jump out of airplanes with no parachute, and is the leader. Yeah. And everyone's like, for what reason do you not like him?
Yeah.
For what reason do you not like him? He's like, robots like, I think my inferior intellect would actually be. No, fuck you. You're a child who took somebody else's name. This guy's been punching Nazis in the face before you were even a fucking overgrown amoeba, a fucking embryo in a tube.
I don't know. I guess if you have a guy whose whole power is that he's the smartest guy, he should probably be the leader. But in your defense...
No concept of teamwork whatsoever.
Yeah, he did steal a man's face.
Stole a man's face, runs into a portal after being told not to, gets stuck there.
Yeah.
Like fucking bad leader, incredibly bad leader. Almost fucking brings the Sequid back to the Guardians of the Globe headquarters, only is saved because of his giant Hulk ripoff girlfriend.
Yeah.
Dating a child.
She looks like one, but so does he.
Yeah,
They're both fucking isekai'd into their bodies.
Yes, they're both stuck in their young bodies. And then, yeah, man, I said all you had to do was puke up an alien. Jesus, dude, she barely accepted moving in together. Slow your fucking roll. Dude, Debbie's boyfriend's pissing me off. What? Debbie's boyfriend, what is his name? Mark May?
I don't know.
Ron? I don't fucking, he's like,
Dobby.
this guy,
Debbie and Dobby.
Goldberine, like this guy literally is dating a woman who just found out that her husband is a mass murdering alien sent by like to breed her as a pet. And he's like, this last 4 weeks has been the best 4 weeks of our children listening to us fuck. Your super powered children knowing exactly what it sounds like when I come has been the best month of my life. Let's move in together. And she's like, and then he's like, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's sell your children's childhood homes to go buy one together. Read the fucking room.
She
Read
does
the
it.
room. I know she does.
She's into it.
She's into it eventually.
Oh.
He needs to calm down.
Yeah,
he's being too desperate.
He is being intense.
He's stepdad maxing.
I guess it does make sense to sell that awful house where that exploded, and also your husband tried to murder.
It's super
everyone.
deep. No, the house across the street exploded.
Oh, now they're in a different one.
Yeah.
Get out of this neighborhood.
Get out just to fucking clear the air a little bit here.
Move across the country.
Have your kids move out. You know, like have your superpowered children move out or something like that.
Does Debbie work? What does she do?
She's a realtor.
Oh, yeah, she has a real estate person.
That's where she met her boring new boyfriend.
That's right.
And now Omni-Man's back. I have a real fear that they're gonna do some cuck shit. I have a real fear that Debbie's gonna go back to Norman and like it's just
Norman,
what's his fucking name?
Nolan.
I have a real fear he's gonna go back. Because listen, you're Debbie, right? You've been getting, let's say a good, let's round him up, a good 5.5 inches of like high level realtor dick.
Okay.
Your ex-husband, father of two of your children, comes back and he's like, "Listen, I'm a good guy now. I'm killing the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're gonna listen, bad guy, but fuck is pizza good in Italy? You know, like you're like
he's got perks. He comes with perks,
dude. The amount of perks that come with remarrying Omni-Man." Yeah. I mean, how can you say no? I'll tell you right now, I couldn't say no.
How could you say no? What's a couple of genocides?
What's
a couple of successful genocides?
Yeah, but you're like, hey, man, it's dumping snow in Japan right now. And then you're just there.
Yeah.
And that, like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
It sounds like you would.
But I could see how somebody would, Dan. I can see how somebody would.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't know anyone on those planets he exploded.
Yeah, I mean, that's... And...
I know, me too, but I won't.
Inches away, Danny. Wow, I'm getting better at monitoring myself here. I then wrote, I don't hate Cecil trying to take the responsibility for killing them from Mark. Like, Cecil tries to pull Mark in, and he's like, listen, I should be able to give you the green light to kill so you can sleep at night. And I was like, that's kind of a cool move from Cecil.
Yeah.
It's kind of a control play, but at the same time, Cecil's like, listen, I've greenlit so many deaths. Let me take it from you. Like, you can just be following orders.
Yeah.
And I like this moment of Cecil being like, you did the right thing, because objectively, Mark did the right thing, and everyone's being real fucking stupid about it.
Yeah.
Except for like Bulletproof. Also, oh my God, can we talk about how
I just so wasn't expecting the bulletproof.
Can we talk about how fucking redundant the Guardians of the Globe are?
It's a lot of people who just like can I say, because the Invincible fighting game is coming out at the end of April, I believe, or where am I? At the end of April.
Yes. So next month.
Next month, the Invincible fighting game is coming out. They keep dropping trailers for new characters.
Yeah.
They released the first 2 characters of the season pass that are going to be in it. And every time a trailer for a new character drops, I'm like, Oh, it's another really strong guy who can fly,
And
huh?
who can like maybe fly because the Guardians of the Globe is the black guy in the purple suit whose name I do not
Black
know.
Samson.
Black Samson. Bulletproof.
Yeah.
The British guy.
Yeah.
Monster Girl.
Robot.
Brobot.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Sometimes the boss baby.
Sometimes the boss. Like, and that's just 4 guys who can punch.
Yeah.
And a robot.
Yeah.
And it's at
Yeah,
least
it's
the
just
Avengers.
super strength and flight from Bulletproof.
At least the Avengers had like the lightning guy and the punchy guy, and then there's like Loki and he's the trickster, and then there's Iron Man and he's a guy in a
Who's
suit.
robot.
Robot, and then there's Captain America who's the fucking British guy, and then throw a speedster in there. Like why everyone is exactly the same?
Well, it's funny because the original Guardians of the Globe was that. They had a speedster. They had a Green Lantern.
They had fucking Batman.
Yeah, they had Batman. They had an Aqua guy.
I guess this is the B team. This is even and then what's crazy is that like if you add the Immortal back in there, just another one.
Yeah.
But he can't be killed. But seemingly neither can they.
Yeah.
Seemingly nobody can be killed.
There's not a lot of like power variety in Invincible, weirdly enough.
And then we get the fucking green guys attacking again. The guys who
Yeah, the Flaxens.
the Flaxens for the 3rd goddamn time. Also, recruit the Flaxens in the battle against the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
You're telling me these guys built suits that can bang with Viltrumites and we're not like get them on the like, hey, when we're not undigging this guy for his gun that shoots forever, maybe go talk to the people who made suits that can bang with a Viltrumite.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Are you talking about fucking?
No, just bang, like fight.
Don't
Like
say
you bang, I say bang with all the time as like fight.
You've never said that ever in your life. Are you kidding me? I'm on year 3 of this podcast.
I say bang with all the
You've
time.
never said that.
I know that for sure. Run the clips here. And then I said
British guy, you mean Brit?
that's his name is Britt. Yeah, we got real creative with that. And then the final reveal for episode 3 is that she pregnant.
She be preggin'.
She be pregging. Adam Eve. I mean, listen, your name is Adam Eve. You were gonna have a child at some point.
That's an interesting take.
I mean, you were literally tempting God by saying, my name's Adam Eve, aka Adam and Eve, the progenitor of humankind according to Christianity. You were gonna get knocked up at some point.
I thought you were gonna go the route of what a lot of people are saying is, how the hell did she get pregnant when she has full, like, atom control of, like, everything? Like, why are you even using condoms when you can just, like, close your tubes?
You could close your tubes. You could just make an IUD and like you could just literally have an IUD. And like she's like, we've been wearing condoms.
Everything about Adam Eve is like, why aren't you just doing blank?
Yep.
Like her parents are financially destitute at one point, and she'd like I think she
makes a golden apple for her dad, and he's like, fuck you.
Well, but like at a different point, they needed money for something. Like Adam needed money, and you're like, make that apple again.
Yeah, you'll run the apple bit a couple of times.
Yeah.
You need like 4 and you'll be set.
Yeah. She's pregnant. Some people are annoyed that it's like, oh, you got your strong lead female character. Of course they got to make her pregnant. I will say there's stuff I can't.
It's not wrong.
There's stuff I can't say about it because it's spoiler related. But the issue Invincible runs into literally every season is the fact that it was groundbreaking for a comic in like 2002. Yeah. Where it's like comic characters like didn't age. They didn't experience these like real life struggles, like having a baby, and like female comic book characters or superheroes like didn't get pregnant, and like ones that were in couples didn't have to have a discussion of like, do we keep it? Do we not?
Yeah.
And so like in 2002, this was so fresh and so like revolutionary. And today it's like, oh, now we're gonna mom Adam Eve.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, it is tough that if you want your like lead male character to have a kid, you're gonna have to like figure out a way to like make the girl he's dating or married to pregnant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Like you're fighting against, unless they adopt, but like you're fighting against like, oh, it's a cliche to like take a badass warrior woman out of commission and make her a mom with, well, I want Mark to have kids because we have this kid plot line, you know?
I also like Mark's 19 Why are we like?
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I mean, his dad just had a new kid like 6 months ago.
I think he's maybe like in his early 20s.
Is he?
I think.
Because he went to college for like 4 minutes.
He went to college in like season 2.
Yeah, but then he dropped out of college.
Yeah, and then season 3 happens, and then now we're on 4.
Okay, so he's like 20. You go to college at 18.
I guess so. You could be having kids at 20.
You could absolutely be having kids at 20.
Yeah.
Not when you're like, I stay up at night thinking about the fucking guy's head I juiced.
Yeah.
Like a fucking, also for having so much like head juicing trauma, boy oh boy, it's episode 4, heavy with Mark just crushing skulls.
It's confusing.
Yeah, dude, he's just like Hawks. He'll do it again. Should we talk about episode 4 now?
Sure.
I said, brutal to be Debbie's new boy toy, and yet Art is Mark's replacement father figure. Because like Mark is immediately just going to his tailor to talk about like the moral repercussions of killing, and it's like, man, I guess he wasn't the father who stepped up.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, Art at least like knows about other heroes and hangs out with them all the time, so he like knows more about hero bullshit.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Yeah, fucking the other guy's just selling houses. And then I said, oh my God, anybody else want a monologue before this hell fight? Because it's just, they give every single one of the Darkblood clan like a 5-minute monologue spot. Like they're like all like Broadway kids desperate for their time to shine.
Yeah.
And then the I don't know, Elementia or whatever her fucking name is, who will be back in season 5, I'm sure, and then 6. And then she'll take a season off, and then she'll be back in season 8.
This is the goddamn point of the comic.
The point of the comic, the point, the thing is, like, we're at the point in this comic where even Mark is acknowledging, like, I need to get rid of these motherfuckers, and then there's more motherfuckers he doesn't get rid of.
And this is the point. He tried to. Tried blowing her goddamn head off. That's not his fault. It didn't work.
Hell. Destroy hell. I don't blow up the inside of hell. I don't know what you want from me.
They're keeping the goobles down.
No, of course, you're keeping the. Also, all right, listen. I listen. There's a lot of fun moments in this episode. This is the most Invincible ass episode of Invincible ever created. In that nothing of substance happens, a bunch of new mechanics are introduced, and my God, it's like kind of fun to watch, but also at the same time, like I don't feel like we land on any of the actual points that we're trying to make here.
So many people are bitching about this being filler, like, and at the same time. Just, is nobody watching it with their brain turned on? It's all themes. Mark is going through his current, like, crisis of, oh, do I have the right to decide who lives and dies? Am I becoming too much like my father? And then a demon trying to summon his father accidentally summons Mark to hell.
And then he's like, hi. Time to tell you how to be good human. Dude, can we just, why is Damien Darkblood the main character from Hell, the only one who can't fucking talk?
Reasonable. I like how he talks though.
Why is he the only, because he's trying to be like the gruff detective who like speaks in like small amounts of words. I do understand what you're saying. That's a very good point.
Themes ahoy is what I was gonna do.
That is a very good point. I relinquish the fact that is actually very cool. I didn't think about the fact that Mark is a replacement for his father as another way to build into the two of them being inextricably like mixed with each other.
Yeah. And then also he's like, well, if there's a hell, is there a heaven? And then he goes, no, we don't know if there's a heaven, so there's nothing judging your good deeds. And Mark is disappointed. And that again is like, oh, well, now that further complicates things, because if there's a heaven and a hell, that would give him the out and be like, oh, even though it's selfish, I want to go to heaven, I'm only going to do good deeds. Yeah, but now he's like, oh no, you are in open waters. You need to do good deeds because you want to do good deeds.
Yeah, Damien Darkblood doing a fucking 200 level theology course being like, yeah, heaven and hell don't exist, so why don't you make earth heaven? And I was like, are we here to punch elementals in the face or fucking talk about like religious principles? What's happening?
Yeah.
Crazy. Fucking, I don't know, man. Oh my God, just don't wear the helmets. That's what I wrote. Thank God
they're doing a bit.
Exhaust. Also, I get that we're falling down the hole, but I mean, this entire episode felt like it was improv. Like if you told me this was like the fucking Invincible's take on interdimensional cable, I'd believe you.
To be fair, I'll give to you that, like, the helmet bit is not as funny as they think it is.
No.
They think it's hilarious. And the whole time he's like, well, like, why would anyone even design that? How is that better?
Why can't you just hold the helmet?
Well, because that's worse.
Because it's work. Because then I'd have to occupy one of my hands, and my sister just gave me this dope two-handed fire axe.
Yeah, I'd rather not hold anything.
Yeah, literally, it's like demon nanites. He's like, I don't fucking know. And then they don't show us the Cerberus fight. Because why would you show me Mark fighting a 3-headed dog from hell?
There's a lot of good animation in this, though.
There is. 100%.
Animation's way better than anything in like season 2.
100%. I just wanted to see the Cerberus fight. Yeah. God, Mark loves popping a skull, getting 3 slashes on his chest.
Yeah, well, I knew you'd bring that up, but they make a joke of it.
He was like, the suit was doing so good, and then it wasn't. Satan coming to Earth. Yeah, what's happening there? Why does Satan talk about going to Earth?
I guess Satan wants to do shit. Invincible's all about fucking dealing with something, and then later it comes back.
Yeah.
Don't you like One Piece?
I love One Piece.
That's One Piece.
No, it's not One Piece. One Piece wrapped. Everyone's like, oh, One Piece is so interconnected. One Piece is this. One Piece is that. One Piece has like 4 reoccurring characters. It's fucking Jinbei, Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy. That's it.
Bellamy.
I'm sorry. Wait, Bellamy. Yes, because Bellamy also shows up at the end of fucking Dressrosa for the most pointlessly drawn out, worst fucking case of pacing being cut to shit in all of the One Piece anime.
Wow.
I wish Bellamy never came back. That is the worst part of Dressrosa by far. Can't believe you brought that up. Yeah, I don't know, man. Fucking damn, lava cumflation was wild. Oh, when fucking Damien Darkblood's sister just gets fucking stuffed full of lava.
Oh, yeah.
That was crazy. That was hardcore. Yeah. I was like watching Yuta kill fucking Kuroroshi.
Who?
The cockroach.
Oh.
That's his name.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah, I don't know.
Shouldn't know.
It wasn't. Now that you've said your thing, you took the wind out of my sails. I wanted to be indignantly mad, and then you made a really good point.
Yeah. I was going to make a TikTok about it, and I didn't. So I'll do that at some point later.
God, that's fucking... I wanted to be mad. You bitch. You ruin everything.
I just hate that everyone... Ever since solo leveling, genuinely, I actually blame it. It feels like no one wants themes or can, like, wait a single episode. Because now I'm getting, like, all these TikToks of people being like, Season 4 of Invincible is bad. And I'm like, episodes 1 through 3 are great.
Yes.
And people are like, oh, Mark's whining about having to kill a guy. And it's like, what did you like? It's like the people complaining that Frieren doesn't have enough fights. And it's like, how'd you make it to Season 2?
How'd you make it to Season 2, Episode 9 to get this fucking complaint off here? You're like, oh, I don't know. I thought Apothecary Diary was going to be more action-packed. It's like about a fucking 4'10" girl tasting poison.
Yeah, it's like being like, yeah, I think One Piece kind of sucks. I'm on episode 679 and I'm still not into it. Like,
you
stop.
Want to have the most informed opinion to hate on a thing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Josh did that. He watched all of Breaking Bad just to prove why he hates it.
And what were his points?
He doesn't like the family shit.
If
you're gonna hate anything,
that is the weakest part of Breaking Bad.
That's another like where if I'm defending it though, I'll be like, that's the point. Is like there's so many shows where it's like just a drug cartel show.
Yeah.
But what makes Breaking Bad unique and interesting is that it's like a suburban dad who has to juggle a family. Santa Montana with meth.
Except he doesn't wear a wig. He wears a hat. But the hat's
he unwigs, you know?
He does. Well, I mean, that's
reverse wig.
That's the end of the story, you know. It's a big old hat there. But yeah, I guess that's my Invincible time. So I guess Nick doesn't get to be as indignantly mad as he thought he could be, because Danny has critical reading abilities, and I'm now upset with myself that I didn't see it. I think that was because I went into it wanting to dislike it. I think that's on me. I'm gonna do some self-reflecting.
Did
kind
you?
of like how Danny went back and watched JJK season 1. I'm gonna go reflect. I'm gonna go reflect on my willingness to hate Invincible, because that is actually a really cool moment of Mark getting literally summoned to hell after feeling as though he did something that would put him there in the first place, and then realizing that all he could do to balance out his deeds was live a good life.
That's interesting because I retread JJK because the masses, like I was going against the masses and I felt that was obnoxious. You liking this season is against the masses.
I like this. This is my favorite season by far.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good season.
Why'd you go into it wanting to hate it?
Because it's mostly because of the way it looks.
You suck.
Because I've seen how the comic looks, and like I honestly ever since
what could have happened?
That was a medal. That was my that's guess what I got that from?
It says NWW.
Mm-hmm.
Northwest West.
Yes, 100%. Yes, that is for identifying Northwest West at one point. No, that is my master's medal.
You discovered Northwest.
No, you discovered Northwest West. Yeah,
That's
that is
not your master's medal.
That is my
covered in actual human feces.
It's very old. That is my graduation medal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
From where?
Northeastern. It's 2020. It's not WW.
Northeastern. Nick, there isn't a single E on this.
There
and
is
2 W's.
You believe it or not, their logo, Northeastern, is one word.
It's 2020?
20, yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's old. It's a very old medal.
Really looks like a W.
Yeah.
Like 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. That's the beauty of it here.
Anyway.
But yeah, so that's Invincible, and unfortunately, I don't get to be indignant about it. Should we talk about
What was the worst?
what was the worst anime of the week, and why was it Fire Force?
Say April Fools. Say April Fools right now. You're April Foolsing me.
Everything else is really good.
You're April Foolsing me.
I'm kidding. It's obviously Vigilantes. It's 100% Vigilantes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was almost so angry.
Yeah.
The anger reserves that I had stocked up for Invincible.
If I hadn't just immediately acquiesced on Invincible, I just fucking was like, yeah, fuck, you're right. I can't be upset.
Oh, yeah. I watched last week's Vigilantes.
Last week's Vigilantes goes hard as fuck, dude.
Dude, Knuckle Duster is like an all-time My Hero character.
Probably my favorite My Hero character ever. Maybe I'm
so
willing to
cool.
admit that. I think it's the best part about last week's episode, because like obviously all of it's great. Like him like playing the super fast message and be like, oh, this message is at 300 speed. Awesome. The cherry on top, he's like, I know how not to speed you up, and then just start fucking bashing his head into the
The
concrete.
concussion bit's so cool.
Awesome.
I love that he's like, he's healing. That's okay.
Yeah, bah, 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 just fucking pound and mound.
That's sick. And then also when the message ends, he's like, it'll be like your brain needs to take a breath. And then and then it ends, and then he snaps out of it, and then Knuckle Duster pulls out a shotgun, and he's like, ran out of breath, huh?
Yeah, and then starts kneecapping him, dude.
God, yeah, it was really cool. This episode, not so much.
And then all of the goodwill
back.
of that episode immediately taken away with the last episode.
Yeah.
Because this episode is the most Vigilantes ass episode ever. Like fucking you get the last episode ends with like the Scarface guy blowing himself up, blowing back Knuckle Duster, who's fine.
Yeah.
Scarface guy, arm gone. I was like, damn, I didn't expect him to lose an arm.
Yeah.
Immediately back.
Bomb arms.
Yeah. Just objectively better. Why weren't you doing that from the start? Also, how?
They're gonna keep exploding. It's inconvenient.
I mean, it is like it's a bad weapon to have.
Yeah.
It's more of a long range option.
Yeah.
But fucking, and then like, is Knuckle Duster alive? Who knows?
I can't believe that isn't answered.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the Scar guy used to look like?
You sent a photo to the Otakus Anonymous group chat of just like a fucking like a sad blob with a switchblade.
This weird little gingerbread monster.
Yes, that just like scarred its face because it was watching too much television.
It's so funny. He was like, I didn't always look like this, and I was like, yeah, I assume. I was like, I assume the Scar is new, and then it shows this tubby little monster. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he started as Gumby with a fucking self-harm problem.
There's a Pillsbury suicide boy.
Yeah, and then there's just the rest of this episode is just wrap up about Captain Celebrity.
Ugh.
We're all just talking about like, oh, we can't acknowledge what Koichi did because of his vigilanteism. Give him a hero's license.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like we understand, like, oh, if we acknowledge the fact that he saved 50,000 people, then we have to acknowledge all the good he's doing in the unpatrolled part of Japan.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we're like fucking like there's such a big talking point this entire episode of Naruhata just being dangerous and only the vigilantes protecting it. And they're like, we can't acknowledge that. We can't acknowledge the good that this guy did for this like literally 9/11 event that he prevented. They're like, nah. We're just gonna not mention his name. Hand him a license.
Yeah, deputize him.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh well, they'll incentivize. Say he went to UA. Like, you don't have, you can literally
I
just
know,
lie.
you need a degree. Like, who gives a shit?
They're like, oh, fucking say he took his provisional license exam and passed.
Or, yeah, give him his GED. Like, make him take a test.
If you're already not gonna talk about him, just like be like, fucking, I don't know, like he saved the day, or like you don't even have to say he saved the day. Just give him a hero's license. So if it ever happens again, he's in the clear.
You have multiple heroes, like active on-duty heroes, who will vouch for him. Like Aizawa, Captain Celebrity.
Yep. who's like getting a giant like send off kind of thing. We get Captain Celebrity's tiny, smaller than child wife.
She sucks.
She's just like the size of her child.
She looks like Deku in all of his childhood flashbacks.
I saw the most fucking beautiful but also out there ass fan art today, and I hope I liked it, and I probably did, because if we're being real, my likes on Instagram are truly wild.
Okay.
Let's see, your activity. I love that Instagram tracks all of this. I don't. It's probably very, very bad, but man, does it.
I'd like more things if it was more easily accessible. Like, I love that TikTok, you just tap a button and you get to all your likes. I don't like that I have to go into like my archives and shit.
Sad. I didn't like it, which is probably because I didn't want people to see that I had liked it, maybe. I saw, wait, hold up.
Okay.
I might have it.
I'm holding up.
I found fan art of Twink Deku and Bakugo dressed as a king. And they were like sitting holding hands, and they had a baby that looked just like Bakugo, and it was gorgeously drawn. But it was very funny because Deku was basically, you know that Zelda Link, what's the fucking like belly dancer outfit everyone puts on Link? That's essentially what they had on Deku. It was gorgeous, but it was very funny. And that's what he looked like. Also, Koichi becomes a janitor. He's just hanging up here. The main character's like, I got one more summer of being a vigilante before I go mop floors for a living.
I got one more sweatshirt worth of being a vigilante.
And it's like, fucking, you can buy more sweatshirts. Also, take the provisional. Like, do you have to go to the hero high school to take it?
I guess, and it does make sense. It's like the same as like a gun owner needing a gun license.
I guess, but you don't need to go to the 4-year the gun school.
You have to go to Harvard.
Yeah.
But
he's like, yeah, the president of the company's like, hey, yeah, it's weird that you with a college degree are applying to be a janitor, but like, he's like, yeah, I pick up trash for a living, and it's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I guess that is a good use of his quirk, but like,
become like, I don't know, like a you know those people who like carry taxis around, like the hand,
a rickshaw.
Yeah, become a rickshaw carrier or something. Like, utilize your quirk somehow.
Yeah, I agree.
Crazy. All right, that's enough. That's enough vigilantes.
That was bad. Boring.
What's next? Frieren.
Okay.
You want to do Frieren next?
I agree. This
is the weakest episode of the season, I'd say.
In the same vein of us being like, that was the most Invincible episode, this was the most Vigilantes, this is such a Frieren mess around, but in the way that I feel like it's just still retreading. Like, I was looking stuff up about it. I was like, what, am I missing like themes here? And I guess with the bridge, someone was saying that like, this is the season 2 finale of Frieren.
Yeah, episode 10 of season 2.
People were saying that there is a theme of like moving forward finally because they like build a bridge and this and that. But the main theme is like appreciating beauty. Yeah. I just feel like that's the whole fucking show.
Oh, that's the whole fucking show for sure. My last note was this is a Frieren-ass episode to end a Frieren-ass season. And so it's just like the coolest part about this episode here. I said, well, first off, I said 200 years to build a bridge is get an idiot. Because what do you mean it took you 200 years? Oh, it's because it takes 2 weeks to walk around. Get a big piece of you get a rope.
Get a cart.
You get one rope and you get one big piece of wood. You're walking across it.
Yeah.
Like he's like it doesn't need to be a huge bridge here. And he was like,
build a temporary smaller bridge.
So you can set up all your other wood. You're gonna be fine. I don't know how to build a bridge. I can't imagine it's that hard. So long as you're just like cars don't exist. It's just people. People need to get across. Yeah. Maybe a cup, maybe a horse. Yeah. Maybe occasionally a horse. So you can stop your village from being pillaged by fucking demons. The coolest moment though is I like that you get to see back it's another like, oh, remember Himmel as a person one, but we see Himmel using the money they got from getting the demon sword back to pay for the bridge. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's cool to see linear progression along with the linear progression of the modern day and its effects. And you see Himmel being like, well, again's like, well, you'll never see this bridge completed. He's like, well, then pay it to Frieren. Yeah. That was a cool moment. I also like the talking point around like grief. Like, they're like, oh, why is Gen spending 200 years to build this bridge? And it's like, oh, probably because he feels bad that it wasn't done to save his village. Right. And like the conclusion is, like you always complain about with Frieren, where it's like, now let's have a party thing. Because he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I rebuilt the village. Yeah, right. He's like, 200 years is a long time. I've been fucking. Yeah. I don't like fucking, well, all of your sons are a lot taller than you get.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like a very okay Frieren episode. And if you like Frieren, I think you'll find this like not better or worse than any other episode.
I like Frieren a lot, and I acknowledge this is probably the worst episode of the season.
Yeah, just like at this point, I'm like, it didn't offer something new to like the Frieren ethos that I was looking for.
So the thing is, and that's why this season of Frieren is weird comparatively to like the first season. First season's 28 episodes.
Yeah.
And the first 6 to 10 episodes aren't really anything crazy. It's like
Well,
Frieren ass shit.
We get the Stark Fern date, which I'd say is like a big, like non-dramatic, non-fight like event.
And then we also got fucking
Genau.
Genau Revolts or whatever his name is, Revol or whatever. But the end episode, we see Denkin heading to the Golden Land, and the Golden Land is, I believe, the longest arc in Frieren. It's like a very important, because they're going to fight the one remaining general of the Demon's Army, who's turned an entire like homeland into gold, basically. And so that all of season 3, which actually I have no idea. I think we're only getting 10 episodes a season, so it's probably going to be like 2 years till we get season 3. But all of that, probably that 12 episode sequence is all going to be Golden Land.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like the most important Frieren has felt since the mage exam, probably, which is in itself 6 or so episodes.
Yeah,
and it's going to be like double that length.
Yeah.
So not a great closing segment from Frieren, but still, like, if you like Frieren, it was a cozy episode.
Yeah, Frieren had some like really high highs. I think the whole Genau bit was like the most engaged I've ever
100%.
been with Frieren.
Yeah.
Not even like the fight was cool, but the episode where he's introduced and he's carrying that body is like
awesome.
What I wish every episode of Frieren was.
Yeah, just a masterclass in character, like subtle character writing.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to beat me over the head with it. And we're going to rank all of the anime that we watched this season and where they fall at the end of the episode here. But before we get there, we're going to talk about our next anime, which is it's Fire Force. I know you were feeling indignant about me saying that Fire Force was the worst episode of the week, but this episode of Fire Force is not better than this episode from Vigilantes, or not. It's not better than this episode from JJK, Sentenced, or Hell's Paradise.
That's crazy.
I've said what I said.
That's crazy.
I don't think this episode. I'm not saying this is a bad episode of Fire
Not
Force.
even better than Hell's Paradise?
I like this episode of Hell's Paradise a lot.
This is like my episode of the week.
Wait, actually, no. This episode of Hell's Paradise was just a big old we're killing Doshi and also there's Shinobi here episode.
This felt like not a season finale of Hell's Paradise. I almost wonder if we have one more.
This
was a weird last episode of Hell's Paradise.
Okay, we'll talk about Hell's Paradise first.
All right.
Because I remembered like this is basically just like a bunch of vegetable heads getting stabbed by Shinobis.
Yeah, the Shinobi finally show up. Like all the factions crash into each other. What's her fucking name? The one you told me dies and then clowned on me for having low IQ. You were like, this is the most obvious she's dead moment ever. She's fucking not dead.
Super not dead.
Why? Why are you like this?
Why? Do you want me to tell you what happens in the manga?
But you clowned on me, though.
I didn't. I just didn't want you to fucking try and read me, Dan. You always like ask me leading questions, and then I give some kind of face, and you're like, I can't believe you've spoiled this for me.
I guess, but she's back, like I knew she would be.
Super back, yeah.
Yeah, this
Too hot to die.
This was really like, it feels like we got one more, unless they're like, oh, this is a big cliffhanger, like the next season, all the factions crash into each other and it's gonna be the fucking Shibuya incident.
That definitely could happen because like a lot happened in this episode. Like we're establishing that replacement Shinobi fighting against Rian. There is going to be 12 episodes this season.
How many are
out is a good question here. Because I feel like a lot of the anime released late this season. So like Frieren was a couple weeks late, which is why we're only on episode 10 right now. It's wild. Crunchyroll store, and they're trying to sell me the Perfect Blue.
I knew it. The Steelbook.
Yeah, they're trying to sell me Perfect Blue. That is a wild lead-in. Welcome to Crunchyroll.
I hate that now when you open the app, it's like, which profile? And I'm like, well, there's only one, so.
Yeah, so you're right. It's like, you want to be Nick or guest?
Yeah. Do you want to be Nick or do you want to add a new one?
Yeah, and it's like, I want to be Nick. Thank you. This was episode 25. And there is 13 episodes. Yeah, that was the last episode of the season.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I guess that's what they're doing. They're like, this is a bridge between season 2 and 3 rather than a big climax.
Because
to 2.
Gentetsu Sai and the little guy are fighting against Shugen.
Yeah.
The replacement Shinobi is fighting against Frieren. We're getting the tall girl versus Sagiri.
Yeah, it is very much like here are all the matchups.
Yes.
Get hyped for next season.
Yeah, it's kind of like the fucking like the cliffhanger on like an episode of like TYBW.
Yeah.
Like as TYBW very much did that, where it was like, here's all of your soul. It's been so long since I watched Bleach.
All of your soul bad guys.
All of your soul bad guys, yes. Fighting against the German soul bad guys.
Gotcha.
But yeah, this is a fun episode. I mean, it's like there's some nonsense in the beginning where it's like Toma, Asa, and Gentetsu Sai are all bathing for some reason.
Yeah, they're having a bit of a mess around, and the dragon is like, let's fucking leave. This place sucks.
Yeah, he's like, why are we bathing here?
Yeah.
It's like, why are we taking this time to get cleaner? We're literally trying to get off a murderous island, but all the Lord Tenzin have kind of been killed.
And they're trying to figure out his eye patch.
Yes, which fun bit, I guess. If it's an eye patch, probably don't put a hole in it.
Well, you can. See, why not? Who cares?
I guess.
I think the bit is that it's like a coin.
I mean, that's kind of sick.
Well, so I think the coin just looks like that, and they're using. Also, you need a hole in it to wrap the string around.
Dog, I saw a couple months ago, I saw an ad for a Prada eye patch, and it was just the coolest looking thing I've ever seen. Wait, what was this? Was it a Dolce & Gabbana eye patch? There was some eye patch that was like a fucking like designer brand, and it was so cool. And I was like, I should start wearing an eye patch. You only need one eye. And I think Gentetsu Sai kind of proved that. You only really need one eye.
I guess you only need one, but it's nicer to have
Depth perception is fun. But,
yeah.
like, also,
I wouldn't drive with it.
What if on my pirate ship I get attacked at night?
If you're on a pirate ship and you get attacked at night.
Switch it over. That's why they wore eye patches. Did you not know this?
What are you talking about?
You didn't, dude. You're the number one pirate enjoyer in my life.
What do you mean?
And you didn't know why? Do you know why pirates always wear eye patches?
No, I like pirates a medium amount, by the way.
Oh, you are first off. Danny does not like pirates a medium. Danny, first off, Danny, hit him with a pirate accent. Speak a little pirate for him.
Oh, I see. I'm nervous now. Ahoy.
Oh, speak a little Chinese for him, Dan. And then so Danny also pirate magic deck.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll do a pirate accent the entire time.
I like a pirate accent.
Danny's the number one pirate enjoyer in my life. People, the like pirates weren't always just losing eyes. They would wear an eye patch during the day, so at night they could take off their eye patch and immediately have night vision. Yeah. And they'd swap it over so they would immediately have night vision.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I feel like you get night vision
20 minutes.
in like 20? No.
Yep. Just about 20 minutes.
I feel like
It gets better the longer you're in the dark, but like over the course of like 5 minutes, you'll begin to adjust. 20 minutes full vision.
I'm going to test this tonight.
Oh, go wild. I'd love to see how you can test it.
Yeah. Well, I'd turn off all the lights and then wait to get night vision.
Okay, but like, are you going to be like, you know what you need to do? You know what you need to do? You go into those eye reader charts and you're like, oh, I can read here 5 minutes in. I can read here 20 minutes in.
That's smart. I think instead I'm just going to send you a completely dark video that's silent.
I
and
can
then
see so goddamn good right now.
It's silent for like 8 minutes and I go, yep, I can see.
Yep. I can see literally everything right now. I couldn't be attacked come from any side.
Yeah.
No, dude, they were always doing like in the dark shit on Mythbusters.
Whoa.
This is what I learned this from our favorite TV show, The
go.
Myths. The Mythbusters here. I also love Shion telling Nuragai that he would defend her until the light's gone out from his eyes. He's blind. He's like, light's already gone out for your eyes.
Yeah.
People being like, he can see. No, he can sense. Has
Yeah.
nothing to do with his eyeballs.
Yeah.
But he does like open his eyes when he fights, but you should not help him in any feasible way. Oh, dude. And then Shugen, there was a real like, this is going to be my new stim.
Oh, yeah, where he like swaps the blade around and then
Dude,
smacks
he
it.
cuts down like 7 doshi and then he just like spins his blade, gives it a tap, all the blood comes in back in the hilt.
That was so sick.
So sick. Over animated the fuck out of it, but it was awesome
It was
to watch.
really smooth.
It was
like
so smooth.
all really fluid.
And then his blade's jagged because he's trying to make it hurt when he kills people. Oh, I love Shugen as a character. And then I just said Super Lord Tenzin because the episode ends with Mudan fusing with the giant.
Right, yeah, he turns into like a big fucking Dead Space monster.
Big flower monster thing. Not sexy unless
you gotta ask the right people.
Listen, everybody, different strokes, different folks, you know?
Yeah.
And my stroke is right there. But yeah, this episode of Hell Paradise was a very much like, let's just stab the Veggie Tales guys.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them.
It was very okay. It's very abridged and like here are all the matchups for next time.
I do wish we'd closed on a bigger, like more roarous kind of like, give me the first couple of minutes of the fight, you know, like put somebody in a bad situation and then hang off the season.
I almost think it's like too soon to get into another big like fight for everybody.
Yeah, it's fair.
Like what's his face just lost his eye, and the other dude, like everyone was on like the last breath of their life.
Shion is still actively covered in blood.
Yeah, like I don't know if I buy that like they can do another. It's like every time you see Usopp's fucking nose break in One Piece, I'm
and you're like, it's gonna go back. It's gonna go back immediately. You lose an arm in the fucking in the My Hero Academia universe, it's coming back.
Yeah, it's like triple breaking Deku's fingers.
But
like
at
a point, it loses meaning.
They're fighting against Doshi or Yamada Asaimon who don't know Tao.
Yeah,
like they sent like a lot of good Asaimon, and it's like, I don't know, like these, like all of them have gotten noticeably stronger. So obviously it's not gonna be like their hardest fights, unless it will be. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, after that, now can we talk Fire Force?
I guess. You're wrong, but I guess.
It's simply not as good as either Send It to Be Hero, your favorite TV show ever, or JJK Sendai Colony, which is sitting at a 9.9 on IMDb. Thank you very much.
This was so fucking cool.
Very cool.
The penultimate episode of Fire Force.
The second to last episode, Shinra Banshoman reveal.
Yeah, Shinra becomes Captain Optimist.
He becomes Captain Optimus. Yeah, literally Captain Planet.
Yeah. He's so cool looking. He creates the world. It's pretty dumb that Arthur is orbiting it.
Yes, 100%. Also, all of Arthur is orbiting it, mind you.
All of Arthur is orbiting it.
This episode is dripping in Soul Eater references, by the way.
It sure is. Yeah, he turns her tears into souls.
Yep.
Arthur bonks him from space.
Thrice. Thry-bonks.
Yeah. It's just sick. It looked great. It looked really good.
They were animating the fuck out of Shinra Banshoman's scarf. I'm not saying this episode wasn't good. I'm just saying this episode of Send It to Be a Hero sold me on the season.
Oh, let's go.
Like this was like, oh, we actually can write characters. That shit was hard.
I got good shit to say about Sentenced, but this sold me on, because all through this season you've been like, people love Fire Force's ending.
Fire Force's ending is very good.
This episode of Fire Force had me like, oh, I get it. This is a great ending.
Yes.
Because it's so hype seeing everything turn into Soul Eater.
Yep.
I never realized how whack the architecture of Soul Eater was.
That's the
until
thing.
this episode.
And they'll get more into that in the next episode, why Shinra had to make it whack. And that's you'll start to realize like it all makes a lot of sense within the confines of like Fire Force feeding into Soul Eater and the argument the Evangelist is making versus what Shinra's making. Do you have any theories about why Shinra chose that?
Well, he said that he kept like getting it vaguely wrong.
Yes.
So it's just a culmination of like everything he knows about civilization.
Yes, kind of. Yeah. You'll get more into the details of it next episode. But like it's also like this crazy moment of like he's making like cartoon whales and like shows being like that's not. But like do you know why he made a whale?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so when we first meet Vulcan, you remember Vulcan, right?
Yeah.
When we first meet Vulcan, his family has a skeleton of a whale hanging in his shop. And so, like...
Oh, and they're like, I've never seen that before, right?
Whales don't exist anymore, and that's why his whale is so fucky, because he's only seen a whale skeleton.
Yeah.
So it shows, like, that's way too cartoony, and he's like, I only got my imagination.
Interesting. It should be more fucked.
Oh, it should 100% be more fucked. Yeah, but it's got, like, big anime eyes and shit. And like Shinra, like literally stops time multiple times. Like he has Sho's ability because of Sho's ability to cool the universe. And he's fighting against the Evangelist who has all of the abilities of the absorbed pillars. And so like she's this god beyond comprehension. And Shinra Banshoman's like one of the strongest characters ever created like in anime ever. It's nuts. But yes, this episode looked great. I want to go over all of, for those of you who missed it, all of the Soul Eater references. So when we see Arthur up in space, we see the reason he's healed is because of Excalibur, A. But B, we see when he's like done bonking Shinra. Did you see the speech bubble?
Yeah, it said something.
Fool.
Yeah, fool.
It said fool.
Yeah. I was wondering why, but that's
because he creates Excalibur,
wow.
and he talks about how if you treat a tool, this is something that happens Fuck, what was this?
Because this is a Gachiakuda prequel.
That's what it is. It's Gachiakuda. It's like when you treat something, it's like a Japanese legend. If you treat something, it gets a soul.
Yeah.
And Arthur made a sword with a soul, and it turns out to be Excalibur.
You could argue this is a Gachiakuda prequel
100%.
because of that.
I mean, if you made a trash world, you know what it is.
Maybe all this shit happens again.
Well, that would be the fucking events of Soul Eater. Well, maybe Soul Eater's a fucking prequel, but like, what if it's like one of the worlds that he trashed? That's what ended up being Gachiakuda.
Oh,
like he was
that'd
like,
be cool,
yeah, like he got depressed and like ended up making like a trash world, and that's Gachiakuda.
Yeah.
We also see they call the world the Black Star.
Do they?
Yeah, he's like
Whoa.
over this Black Star.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah.
That's a Fire Force or Soul Eater reference. And then or crushed by a world, fool from Excalibur. Was that it? Yeah, there's the Black Star, the Excalibur thing, and then obviously all the buildings.
Yeah, the buildings, the souls, the
Yes.
tears, like.
Oh, Soul Residence. Also, Shinra Sho and their mother say Soul
yeah,
Resonance.
they do, yeah.
And then that's how they combined.
Yeah.
So that's where the Soul Resonance idea comes for in the Soul Eater universe. It's fun. It's fun. It's so
just
fun.
hype.
If
This
you
was
like
so
both
hype.
universes, it's so fun to see them turn into each other.
Yeah, I guess if I hadn't seen some of Soul Eater, this wouldn't be as hype. And I'm curious if, like, I'd love to get that perspective. Someone who never watched Soul Eater, doesn't know anything about it, and is just consuming this as a Fire Force fan, does this still rule?
Probably not. Because like, if it's just the Fire Force
Nonsense.
universe, it comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like if it's just Fire Force, you're like, it's weird. And the fucking funny part is weird is the point.
Yeah.
Like once you're done with the manga, you're like, oh, weird was the point. We were aiming for weird.
Yeah.
Because it has to get to the Soul Eater, which is objectively weird.
Yeah.
And so like that's like 100% you definitely feel different about it. Actually, I'd be curious to hear from like in the comments if like anybody out there has watched from Fire Force but has never seen Soul Eater. How do you feel about the conclusion to all of this? Because I feel as though it's probably not as fond as me and Danny.
Yeah.
Definitely
I don't know,
not. But this is a fun episode. A lot of good fucking boom.
Yeah.
But it's not a heavy, like it's not like a classic like Fire Force, we have to duke this out kind of situation. It's like, oh, Shinra and the Evangelist and Haumea are talking about like differing like ideologies.
Yeah, like the action comes in the form of metaphor during their conversation, where she says
100%.
something depressing and then he says something optimistic, and it deflects her depression beam.
And it's kind of a fun idea though, because like she's making good points. Or like in the beginning, Shinra's just remaking Earth, and he's like, listen, all of the fucking despair of the world is just gonna go back to Haumea.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course, Haumea is despairing because she was living a torturous life before this, and the Evangelist is just taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, this is a fun episode. This is a great episode. I'd say best episode of the season, except for the dragon episode.
Okay, so second best episode of Fire Force's season.
Yes, of season 4, I guess. Part 2 of season 3.
Yeah, I think I maybe like this more. I would have liked the dragon episode more if Arthur stayed dead, I think.
That's fair. Because boy, oh boy, does he just heal off screen and nobody ever really talks about it.
But at the same time, I wonder if this is gonna lose. It's like Deadpool 3. We're on like first watch, it's hype because it's all the cameos, and you're like, oh, it's becoming Soul Eater. I wonder if on rewatch, I'm like numb to that.
What the fuck happened in Deadpool 3?
It becomes Soul Eater at the end.
Yes, of course it goes. Oh, was that the one with the time travel? Or was that 2?
That's 2. Deadpool 3 has Blade in it and the Human Torch, and they're like in a desert the most of the time, and also Wolverine's in it.
Oh, Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's
gotcha.
third Deadpool.
I was like, I don't remember like Deadpool. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Whatever happened to that? Are they doing more Deadpool? Is that done?
It might be done.
Because of Ryan Reynolds?
He's old.
Well, there's that 100%, but also like he was mean to a person or something, or his wife was mean to a person.
We don't have time for that.
I don't even.
That's a different podcast.
I specifically like dodged it because I was like, I don't have the brain capacity to fully absorb what's ever going on
It's
here.
a lot. There's a ton of drama. Sarah was very up.
Oh, I would imagine that too, to be something that she was heavily involved in.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to talking about some actually good anime here, though.
Yeah, finally. Now
some good anime. This is a great week.
Which is better, JJK or Sentence?
I know I have an answer. I know our podcast editor had an answer, which was wrong.
Whoa.
Which was wrong.
Our podcast editor, Stankland, was like, what did he say?
He was like, you might as well not even watch JJK this week.
That's not what he said.
He was like, send us to be hero anime of the year.
That's not what he said. You're so bad at translating what people say.
He said, I'm going to lock in episode of the week here because his sentence comes out on like Thursdays or something.
He was like, calling it now, this upcoming podcast episode is going to be called Sentenced to be the best episode of the season.
That's what it was. Yeah. And this episode of Sentenced to be Hero is great.
Yeah.
Is it better than the Sendai Colony? No.
I don't know. I can't tell. Because you know what? Is this your favorite episode of JJK Season 3?
It's not.
Everyone's acting like, and I don't have a problem.
Maki's episode's still better. I literally just ranked all the episodes for YouTube, and I said that Maki's episode is better.
I don't have a problem with people acting this way. It's interesting that, like, everyone is acting like this is by far and away the best episode of JJK's, like, season and show. Like, I'm seeing TikToks everywhere of people being like, they just dropped the best episode of JJK ever. I don't even like this more than the Reggie fight. I love the Reggie fight.
I understand.
That shit's sick.
I understand loving the Reggie fight. You love specifically the domain expansion episode with the shower scene.
Yes.
That's fair, because that hoedown throwdown in the shower scene is fucking nuts.
I think it just comes down to, I feel like people's favorite episodes of JJK come down to, like, character biases.
Oh.
It's like, I wonder if Megumi was Yuta, this would be my favorite episode of the whole season.
Maybe, because you do love Megumi.
Yeah.
Also, this episode does, I mean, it is like, I don't want to say like action slop, but it is just like, it's 28 minutes of an unrelenting fight, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
And with Megumi and Reggie, you have that like, oh, like there feels as though there's weight to it. With Yuta, you're like, you're never gonna get 400 points. Like it doesn't feel like what he's trying to accomplish is important. With Megumi, it feels important.
Well, it's not even that necessarily. Like, I think they both have, like, enough, like, overall narrative weight.
Yeah.
It's more that, like, every Megumi episode this season feels like a John Wick movie.
Yeah.
In that, like, you see Megumi on the fly calculating strategy.
Yes.
And, like, you know, like, this dude's power is this. He gets 2 frogs to, like, tie him down. And, like... It feels like
Iori's dropping exploding teeth and he's grabbing metal doors and getting blown into fucking apartments.
Yeah, he's like jumping inside of cars to like block shit. Like and then he's lying to people constantly. Where he's like dropping Max Elephant. What?
Oh, you're good.
Where he's like, you know, JJK is full of people being like, I know your ability is this, so you can only do this.
Yeah.
And like 3 times Megumi tells someone his ability. And then is like, I lied. And then Max Elephant will drop from the ceiling.
Yeah, he's like, my fucking domain is on the roof as well, idiot. My shadow's everywhere.
It's a lot of like, hey, bozo, my wolf wasn't dead.
We kind of get that with this episode here, where we see at the very end where Yuta uses the air to fucking call in an orbital strike on Ryu and torches his hands.
Yeah.
But listen, Amos, who we both love, friend of the podcast, was I'm gonna go ahead and read Amos, because I feel as though this might actually be a really good indicator of what's kind of going on with I probably like the standard perception of this episode.
The everyman.
The everyman.
Every 6'4", handsome as hell, rich as hell everyman.
Yes. Hi, hello. I have a complaint about JJK. It's impossible to know what attacks are dealing damage and which aren't. Like today's episode, he's getting all cut up with the bugs growing out of him, and that's fine. But then he gets punched through a building, and that's also fine. But then he gets back up, bump, and that one hurts. Like, what the hell is supposed to be going on here? I'm sure there was some overly complex bullshit about cursed energy, but visually it's impossible to tell what's going on. It's nice to look at, but kind of detracts from the ability to buy in and get invested into the characters. They've killed the scaling of physical conflict too early in this show. And then I said, but the festering sword doesn't put bugs in your skin forever. It just adds additional bugs grow out of you, and it absorbs the curse energy, and it hurts you. And he says, well, that's unclear.
Reasonable.
And then he said, how is she ripping up the parking lot if she manipulates the sky? And I goes, manipulates the sky around it, the same way she fucked with Yuta's arms. And he goes, I'm not buying it. I will say Mappa went hard with the animation, though.
It's air. It's not sky. She's lying about what sky is, you know? The sky above the ground? Shut up.
What do you mean?
Sky is what's blue.
And what do you think is blue, Dan?
Up.
And goddamn it, I can't argue with that. You know, legally, that is a bulletproof claim.
Sky is an abstract term.
Okay.
Air
is around you.
Yes.
Sky is everything from an inch above your head. Air is everything from an inch, everything down from that point.
Is this you agreeing with me in a way?
I'm 100%
All right,
agree.
I'll take it
You
then.
have to look up to see sky.
Yeah.
You can see air. You can see air at eye level.
If I have to look down, it's no longer sky.
That's no longer sky. That's air.
Yeah.
There's a level. Okay, I understand. Airplane, sky.
It
People,
should be
air.
defined by the tallest living human.
Everything above,
Him.
like bowl,
Yeah.
is sky. But what about people on the mountain? Like, what about people on a mountain? Because if I'm at the base of a mountain and then there's people at the top of the mountain, like 10,000 feet above me, are they breathing air or sky?
There needs to be a baseline.
Okay.
It can't be.
Top of Everest?
No, because then her power is useless.
What do you mean? Because she controls.
If it has to be above the top of Everest.
No, I'm seeing what you're saying. 100%. I'm seeing what you're saying. Yep. But
you can't be like
is sky relative?
that. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
It is relative, but not to the extent that you're saying. Like, I can't be like, oh, look at the sky right now.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
unless.
No, not unless.
Well, no. What if you're sitting on the cliff overlooking the ocean? Then
not
you look
looking
down.
at the sky.
You can look at the sky.
Forward, you can.
You can.
But not down.
What if I'm on top of a mountain? Looking into a
Down's not
deep
sky.
valley.
Down is never sky, idiot.
How is down not sky?
Down is never
What
sky.
if I'm looking at the horizon? What if I'm up high looking down at the horizon?
That's not down. You're looking straight. You're level. Anything below the bubble of a leveler is not sky.
So you're arguing sky applies to the curve of the earth. Because if I'm up high, you're saying I'm looking down, but I'm not actually looking down. I'm actually looking at the horizon, which is equal to my location because of the curve of the earth.
Yes?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Take that, flat earthers. You fucking idiots. Okay, I'm sure everyone loved that bit. I'm sure that was good, as good for you guys as it was for us.
I think it was funny.
I loved it.
Her power's bullshit also.
Why are we talking JJK? How did this happen?
Because it's worse.
How did we? I want to talk. I don't.
You want to talk sentence?
No. We're too deep in it.
Yeah,
We're too
right.
deep in it at this point. But it's not the best episode of the season.
It's not the best episode of the season, but
Second best episode of the show.
second of the show?
Oh yeah. The best episode of this season, which is the best episode of JJK, would be the best episode of the season, or best episode of the show.
Hold on.
The
Everybody
best
calm
episode
down.
of this season, because this season is the best season of the show, would be the best episode of the show.
I do not think this is the second best episode of the show.
What would be the second best episode of the show? Blood Laser?
Have you seen Reggie's outfit?
I hardly could call it
He's
an outfit.
covered in receipts.
He is an actual. He is a. What is the thing you hit with a stick?
Piñata.
He is a piñata.
I love the Reggie arc. Look, I think even
Maharaga versus Sukuna. That's the best
Maharaga
episode.
versus Sukuna's good. I think Megumi versus Hirara.
Oh, Megumi versus Kirara?
Kirara.
That's your favorite episode of the season?
I think if like we're talking second best of the season, I think that's
Cog. I believe that's
mine.
episode 6. You're talking about
Yeah.
the episode where she's flicking the coins?
She's flicking the coins and he's in the car and
Yep.
Yuji's like, I'm a cog.
Yeah, and then fucking a thunder cunt John Rabbit down onto a star.
Yeah, I think that's like my second favorite episode of JJK.
That's fair.
If not the I think it might even be my favorite. Because the Maki one, what's her name?
Maki.
Yeah. So Maki one's really cool.
Just Kill Bill.
It's just Kill Bill.
Animated Kill Bill. The Fortnite
And
event.
it's so removed that it's like a cool like special event.
Yes.
And there's like emotional payoff at the end. But like
There's emotional payoff in the beginning as well.
there's so much. Yeah, there is in the beginning.
First thing she does is decapitate her father.
I don't know. I'm just so like I'm such a simp for Megumi this
The only
season.
problem, and that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
Megumi's a great character. The only problem with Maki's extermination of the Zenin clan is that they don't feel like relevant characters until they're dead.
Yeah, exactly. Like it feels so removed that like last week I was like, am I thinking of JJK or am I thinking of a Shippuden episode? that
Yeah,
I
like
watched,
fucking
you
like
know?
yeah, something. Like it
Yeah.
does not feel, especially because the animation style is so fucking like all over the place in that episode. Like, I mean, that's kind of like a thing with season 3 is how artsy and like messy the art style is getting. But I would say that's my favorite episode. Sendai Colony is my second favorite because I fucking love Yuta.
Right.
I love Yuta as a character. I think he's badass. He's not my favorite character in JJK. Takaba is. And therefore, probably any episode where Takaba would be my best episode of the. Like Takaba, like fucking drop kicking Iori in the face, like prime jackass. Great.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. I think a lot of it because JJK is so like fight based.
Yeah.
A lot of it just comes down to like is your favorite character in the fight.
Yes.
But to Amos's point, I see what he's saying, where like the damage scaling is kind of fucked. Especially when you get into fucking Tengen being like, the average West African elephant is blah, blah, blah. But like, one of my points that I made is I think JJK does a great job at making like every single new opponent feel like the biggest threat they face.
100%. Because it's scaled to the person. Because Reggie would get destroyed by Yuta, but because Megumi's not as powerful, like that's like an important fight for Megumi. But like Yuta can fight against 3 special grade threats simultaneously and come out victorious because of how powerful he is. And so it's like
weird that Pompadour gave Yuta so much trouble, though.
Highest output of cursed energy out of anybody in history.
Yeah, but like
his Granite Blast has the highest output of cursed energy out of any attack ever.
Right, but it's still just like a laser.
I guess
You know?
a laser that like, and here's the thing, a lot gets added in this. Like that sequence where Yuta is running down the freeway and jumping off lights as he like dodges a bunch of curving, like tracking beams, not in the manga.
Right.
The Granite Blast is almost exclusively shown as a straight line blast in the manga. And this it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, it's got tracking and fucking curving missiles and all that. It was awesome.
I think it needs that, because if it's just a straight line blast from his head, from like the same point every time, it's like, this guy should not be giving Yuta any problem.
No, 100% not. And like, but like he's also like throwing mitts with him and all of that. And he's blowing people away. He can tighten it for like AP shots. There's a lot of things I want to talk about with this episode. But the first thing I want to talk about is, you know, we always talk about like Tengen shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I think to Amos's complaint, there's 2 spectrums of fights in this show, and it's either over-explained or under-explained.
Right.
Because like, if you don't know what's going on with the Festering Sword, you're like, is there bugs in Yuta or not? Like, what is going? Like, they just show the Festering Sword in Kuroroshi's hands, and they're just like, Festering Sword.
Right.
And it's like, what is it? Why does the bug have it?
Yeah, right.
It's so weird.
That's fair. I was waiting for Tengen to show up and be like, the average can of Axe hairspray has 300 nano blugels of cursed energy. And like, as he's stroking his hair.
Dude, I love, also when his hair's down, just looks like Toji again.
Looks great.
It looks fantastic. I love his mechanism of like, whenever he needs to reload.
Squeeze one out.
Yeah, whenever he needs to reload, he has to like put his hair back in a Pompadour. And it's always, guys, it's the same thing in Kami Got Kill. Pompadour's manliest character you could possibly get. Also, this guy's wearing like he's like wearing like American dog tags. He's got a pompadour and all of that. Like, was he brought back from the 90s?
Maybe. Or like Nam.
Also, this is like 2018. JJK takes place in. I think he literally talks about like he was alive 400 years ago.
With a pompadour?
Yeah, that's like, I think Ryu literally talks about, if I'm not mistaken, talks about being alive 400 years ago. And I'm like, fucking how?
Well, maybe updates. You know, it's fashion.
That could be it, honestly.
Yeah.
It could literally just be like, I just love this full greaser lifestyle.
Maybe it's like a Terminator, where like he shows up in the games and just looks to his left, and whatever clothing store is there, he puts it on.
That's exactly what he looks like for the moment here.
Yeah.
Man, the fucking Drub's death was juicy.
Is that
the guy
bug?
with the beard? The guy with the beard with the Shikigami intro here, and then that first fight against the cockroach Kuroroshi. Hardcore, dude.
Yeah.
Like that guy getting pulled in and Yuta grabbing his hand and pulling out half a guy.
Yeah.
Fucking graphic, dude.
That was crazy. I liked Yuta kissing him to death.
Yeah. Do you understand what happened there?
He like flooded him with reverse curse energy.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And that's why Taco is able to identify that he has RCT. That's another thing though. They don't tell you.
They told you. The whole time, Yuta's like, I can't let them know that I have reversed curse energy.
Yes.
And then he kisses a bug, and then she goes, you have reversed curse energy.
Well, also because
he
also heals himself from the festering sword. That's why he doesn't fester anymore.
Well, I don't tell you that.
That's the thing. Like it's the under-explained versus over-explained thing. And man, the whole fight against Taco, I love that he just assigns Rika to fight against Taco.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, fucking Rika, deal with the weaker one. I'm gonna go fucking have the manliest fight of all time with Ryu, and it's perfect.
Yeah. How do you feel about Yuta being a copy character? I found out that online, people don't like copy characters generally. They think it's lazy.
It's a classic trope, specifically in like really bad isekai. So
Really?
I have the weakest ability. I have copy, which only allows me to take other people's abilities and use it. But I don't train as much as they train in it, so I can't use it as well as them. But little do they know, I'm a master gamer. And like it's like, and then so it's like, oh, I know how to use these moves immediately after getting it. That's a classic isekai trope. With Yuta, I kind of like it, specifically because he has to like channel him into katanas, and Rika has to eat parts of people. Like that's kind of hard. Like Rika has to eat Taco's arm, and if people like regenerate that lost part, he loses the ability.
Oh, interesting.
So like he'll take abilities from friends. Like the reason he has cursed speech still is because he took Inumaki's arm. Like Inumaki loses his arm during the Shibuya incident, and they could heal it, but instead of healing it, they give it to Rika.
They do that in season 2?
They show like him not having his arm, then they show him having the fucking like mouth fangs and all that.
That's sweet.
And so like that's like a cool like I like that his is unique, but like yeah, that's why he's not the main character.
Yeah,
it's because he's incredibly basic. He's got some fucking childhood trauma that made him infinitely powerful, and he's got a copy ability.
How long does he keep the ability? Like now that he's
until they heal it.
Well, but if he kills the person,
it kills them and feeds the whole body to Rika forever.
Do that.
He can only access it for the 5 minutes she's manifested.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if she comes back, does he get the ability again?
What do you mean?
Okay. He feeds Rika, the woman who does the sky shit.
Taco, yes.
Her whole body. Rika exhausts her 5 minutes. He summons Rika again
Still
later. Okay.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah. Do that all the time.
Oh yeah.
He's like a permanent Kirby.
Yeah, literally. And like it's like Rika is his like giant pouch. Like she keeps all the tools. Remember, she opens up, she keeps all the tools. So she also holds on to all of his techniques. So he can only use his techniques when she's around, which is dope. Also that sequence of Yuta running down the tunnel and dodging all the attacks, and then fucking Ryu just leveling the whole tunnel. Awesome.
That was very cool.
So sick. Man, I have so many goddamn notes. Do you understand what's happening with Tako and hating the Fujiwara?
No.
That's another thing they didn't explain. She's from the Star, Sun, and Moon clan, which was a clan that fought against Sukuna during the Heian period, and they fell under the jurisdiction of the Fujiwara, who are the descendants. Those are like Yuta's, like, he's either Fujiwara or Sujiwara, who are like connected clans from the Heian era that are related to the Gojo clan. And that's why she hates him. And they didn't explain any of this.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Like, why
do
I care?
matter.
She's like, she's done this episode. Oh, you know what's bullshit?
She's not done. She's still alive.
Well, did she come back? Well, whatever. Don't tell me, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, it felt like one of those things where it's like, okay, whatever. Like, add a little personality, I guess. But I don't know if I need to know this lore about this girl that's about to get pieced by Yuta. Yuta kills a cockroach guy.
Yeah.
Gets 5 points. Cockroach comes back.
Yeah. You didn't like the break. You didn't like the breakdown.
He still have those points?
You didn't like the breakdown on how a cockroach is able to split into multiple cockroaches?
Well, but no. How does that work with points?
Dog, that's a really goddamn good question. That's actually a really, because I guess Kuroshi was considered as 2 separate sorcerers.
Okay.
So the second that other sorcerer like,
so you can just farm him?
Probably if you can kill the special grade cursed spirit that is Kuroshi.
Yeah.
But
over and over and over.
That's not exactly an easy task for anyone here.
But if he wanted to, he could team up with somebody. And they could farm killing him.
100%. And then just get the 400 points. Just like treat the Culling games like a fucking actual role. Like just like, hey, Ryu, we got to squish some bugs. We got a big, wait, is it a big episode for squishing bugs? Why do I feel like I recently, because I watched Hoppers. I was like, fucking, have you seen Hoppers? Yeah, the Insect Queen and all of that. That's a good ass movie, by the way.
I like Hoppers.
Hoppers is a good ass movie. I very much enjoyed it.
I like the shark stuff.
Oh, dude, them just flying it like a goddamn drone strike.
Yeah, that was sick.
Great. Dorothy, if you got family trauma though, maybe skip it. Dorothy cried like a baby.
Oh, I bet.
Fucking any like the fucking vaguely Asian like maternal drama.
Yeah.
Mess. An absolute mess. But also just like a fun environmentalist fucking movie. Very fun. I watched it.
I was impressed.
It is gorgeous. Anyways, how'd you feel about the domain clash?
Oh, pissed.
Why?
I wanted to see all 3.
Yeah. There's a couple of references in there that don't exist in the manga that I won't talk about because I'd have to talk about domain expansions that come back later. But a very cool couple of things you get to see. But the artsy ass representation of the fucking domain breaking was cool.
I was hyped when they did a triple domain expansion, and I thought shit was gonna like really kick into 9th gear. And then the stupid ass bug ruins
Came back after like the phagiocensus or whatever the hell.
And then we don't get to see it.
No.
So
we don't. But you now know that Yuta has domain expansion.
Yeah.
And Ryu and Tako. But yeah, and then I just love how this fight ends as a fucking orbital strike in a slugfest. Yeah. All of the fights from the season just end as slugfests. Yeah. Reggie versus Megami, slugfest. Ryu versus fucking Yuta, slugfest.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What a good season. What a good show.
I am full, Mappa. I am full. You can let your animators rest for 15 minutes.
I know, I can't, like, what a comeback this show has made, especially after rewatching season 1, and I'm still like, this is not that good.
Yeah. Season 2 and season 3 are great.
Yeah, and it's so weird, because I've been, like, ruminating on it, where I'm like, it almost makes it better having season 1 be so, like, average, because then it's so impressive, the climb and the, like, transformation.
Yeah.
I saw some videos about how, like,
Exponential improvement.
The outro song of season 1 is this dumb, like, like J-pop, like, it's a very kind of like generic classic, and it's Yuji like dancing around, and then now it's like this watercolor, like sad Yuji.
You see like a fucking, it's like literally like a painting of Kenjaku's womb, and Yuji's in there as a baby.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Yeah. What's the one that's like,
good.
I always knew, is that this?
No, that's, you're thinking Kaiju number 8.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Always knew that. Yeah, you're thinking, wait, no, you're thinking the opening for Kaiju number 8.
No, I don't think so.
I think you are.
I don't know. You know what else has, out of this season, what stuck out OP-wise? Good guess.
Out of the season, what stuck out OP-wise? Not Vigilantes. Vigilantes is some classic nothing.
Yeah,
I've been skipping a lot of OPs this season, actually.
Dude,
Fire Force's outro is sick.
Yeah.
Japanese, like, fucking thrash metal. It's awesome.
Fire Force's intro is like the only one that sticks with me, where it's like, brah, 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 brah.
Yeah. Is that the one that was the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
The outro is like fucking screamo. It's awesome. Yeah. Kaiju number 8 OP2. Oh, wait, no. You're thinking.
Chat?
No, To Be Hero X. I know for a fact it's To Be Hero X.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got it. Cool.
I always knew.
You want to talk about what you think is the best episode of the season, the episode? Or
I don't know if I believe that.
you want to talk about what you think is the best episode of the week?
Well, I don't know. I can't. It's like maybe a 3-way tie between Fire Force, this, and JJ.
I'll tell you right now, this is the best episode of To Be a Hero, To Be Sentenced the Hero.
You're to be having a stroke.
I'm to be having a fucking, there's burnt toast somewhere, dog.
To be sentenced.
I'm to be stroking it.
I'm sentenced to be having a hero.
I'm sentenced to be having fucking half my brain shut down.
Can I be sentenced to be having a cheeseburger, please?
Oh, dog, we should think about dinner.
I gotta go home. I got an early start tomorrow.
Oh? What are you doing tomorrow?
Voice acting thing. I can't say it on here.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we can't
before.
mash some burritos.
They like just texted me and they were like, "Your call time is 9 a.m. You can come. You can come earlier if you want." And I'm about to be like,
"Oh yeah, fuck it. I'll be there at 6."
I think they're wrong. I don't think it's updated call sheet. What? Rats
Indeed.
That sucks.
It's definitely in the valley, at least.
It's in Burbank.
Okay, so the valley.
Which is not at least. That's like 30 minutes from me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially at like 8. Oh, it's gonna suck. Anyways.
Sentenced to be Hero.
Sentenced to be a Hero.
Last episode of the season.
Yeah.
Kivia Patoshe.
You loved it.
Dude, fucking great episode.
Yeah.
Great. Listen, it's a 30-minute episode. It's a very long episode. Big wrap-up episode. We've been complaining the whole season that there's no female heroes.
Yeah.
Got one.
We finally got one.
And we got some fucking deaths, dude. We got some crazy-ass deaths this episode. So we're talking about episode 12 of season 1 of Sentenced to Be a Hero. And I said, damn, they done juiced Spriggan. They done juiced Spriggan.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, we get the reveal that Rhino's a demon.
Yep.
And he fucking just lets her have it.
Yep. So yeah, Rhino, who's got some other name, but is living as a human, killing demon lords just for the love of it.
Yeah.
Awesome reveal. Because it was a little weird. He was like a little murderous. He's always asking Xylo questions. He's asking, it adds so much perspective to Rhino as a character, because it's like Xylo's like, oh, he's a weird guy. He's like morally incorrect, but like he's always doing what Xylo wants him to do, but he doesn't have like the same set of morals as humans, and it's because he's a demon lord.
Yeah.
And that's sick. But he's like, I like killing demon lords, and like because I like killing demon lords, humans like me.
Yeah.
Like he finds allegiance as a serial killer amongst demon lords, and that's awesome.
It's so interesting to me that he was like, yeah, that makes me kind of generic and cliche, huh? But isn't it interesting that like humans don't really care about killing your own kind.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a big crime to them.
Yeah.
And that was cool. It's also interesting that he's a demon, but the only one in a suit of armor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's probably the one who needs it the least.
I mean, Bujum did turn into a mech. Bujum basically turned into Boros last episode, who, by the way, Bujum, still alive.
Still alive, so
Made
that's good.
A blood clone.
Yeah,
That's
whatever.
not a... But once again, kind of like with the last couple episodes, it felt like everything was being rushed. Why the fuck? What is a blood clone, and why does Bujum have abilities to do it?
Whatever.
Yeah.
He's back. That's cool, I guess.
I guess that's all that truly matters.
Yeah, so they fuck up Spriggan.
Yep. Xylo boots the fuck out of her. Dude.
Oh yeah, I wrote he kicks her in half.
Yeah, like you look like she like goes to kill Teorita, tries to stab Teorita, and Xylo just fucking. And then they're just like, I guess that must have been Spriggan.
Yeah.
Anyways, buns for dinner. What?
Yeah, he was like, well, she's gone.
No.
He fucking kicks her in the side, and
Job
her
done.
legs fly off.
Yeah.
So that was sweet. Yeah, that Rhino shit was cool. And then what's her name is talking to her uncle, and her uncle's like, I love the demons, man. Oh shit.
I'll stick with them again, but no, we have an Inglorious Bastards moment. We have a 3-3 moment where she's like, I can't even begin to try and recollect what was going on here, but she was like, you said, like, they found from the Adventurers Guild that he was dealing with some guy who was named after a saint.
Right.
And so when he sent out, like, her and all of the Holy Knights, he was like, blessed be this saint. And she was like, oh, you always loved this saint and used to go by this saint's name. And then she was like, oh, by the way, who told us that the fairy blight was inside the city? It was a unit that didn't exist. So she was able to tie all that back. I guess I remembered some of it.
Yeah.
She was able to tie all that back to her uncle being a coexister.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker just lightning spears her highest, like her lieutenant, and he is just Toji after the first purple, like just gone.
Just one of those classic anime, like very clean circle taken out of a
Yeah.
guy. That was crazy. That whole like,
Do you think we've ever done that?
just like holding,
Like,
dude,
like what? Like, who's the guy who got the most hold in the history of holes?
50 Cent.
But like that thing is like a bullet hole is like messy because like spring, like flesh springs back, right? You
Right.
get shot and then it's like, yep.
Oh, you want like a real clear?
'Cause
Someone
even, like,
must have. I bet someone's gotten shot with a tank and it just went through them.
That's like a fucking like an AP round that like didn't detonate.
Yeah.
And then just like a straight up hole. Because like a cannonball is what my initial thought was. But I feel like a cannonball is not like,
It's gonna cut you in half.
it's not sharp enough, right? Like it's more of like a blunt force object hitting you at like a ridiculous speed. And you just get fucking flattened.
Yeah, some kind of like RPG or
Has
something.
anyone been hit by a railgun? Or is that like we just hit things with railguns?
I don't know what a railgun is realistically.
Just like a piece of metal this big being fired with the fucking energy of a city.
Yeah, probably. Phineas Gage.
What is that?
Well, let me tell
Oh,
you.
is that the guy who got the fucking like railway spike in the head?
Yeah, and
oh,
lived.
and he coughed up his own brain. Like,
Yeah.
coughed like a teacup of brain.
Yeah. And then everyone was like, he was an asshole after that.
Yeah,
You heard that?
It was when we get taught in school, like it's like oh, Phineas Gage, you know, the guy who was probably working well below a living wage, and then like because of the lack of OSHA, takes a fucking railway spike to the brain and was like, changed his personality.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, it's a miracle he was alive. I'd also be a dick about it.
Yeah, all the textbooks are like, yeah, he was like really hard to hang out with after that.
He was probably
I bet.
angry all the time against his will. It was probably like, hey, the empathy part of his brain, he coughed out.
They probably left the spike in.
Yeah. Oh, like if we pull this out, it's like the fucking thing in Assassin's Creed. You pull this out, you're just dead.
Yeah.
It's fucking it's the Sir Duncan the Tall, the helmet. My fingers feel like wood.
Oh, yeah.
Leave
yeah.
that helmet on, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, her killing her uncle was
Awesome.
so rad.
And then you see like the rain outside is like turning the screen. They got artsy with the episode.
It got so artsy and it got so like detailed.
Yeah. And like the whole season's looked great, obviously. But it's not like you never look at Sentence to Be a Hero in the same way you look at like JJK and you're like, that shot is like so like I went back when I was ranking all the episodes and I kind of rewatched all of them. Like I like fingered through all of them 5 seconds at a time, rewatched all of them. Episode 1 of JJK season 3, where it opens with Yuji trying to get the blood off his hands, and then there's a sequence of him sitting in like Bastin red light under like stained glass windows. You're like, oh, snap. Like the director snapped.
Episode 1's awesome.
Yes, and then there's the episode where like they're both following one person and they're like just
that
ahead
shit's
of them,
great, yeah.
and there's like they're like doing reflections in the mirrors to see him like rounding corners.
Yeah.
Awesome. This like you don't get that for Sentence to Be a Hero. You got it from this episode.
Yeah.
Like that sequence where it's like drowning rain and it's like driving and like she's like black and white with the red of her uncle's blood all over her was so cool.
Yeah.
And then they're just developing Kiwi as a character, which I love to see because like Kiwi is like doing this investigative work, and like Kiwi is kind of been this tsundere kind of side character who's like, oh, she starts as a bad person, turns into a good person. Now, like I feel like her character's actually like growing legs.
Yeah, it's so smart to end this season with like the twist that like we are in somebody's hero tragic backstory.
Yeah.
Because like every episode we get someone's tragic backstory and how they were like fucked over into being a hero.
Yeah.
And it's so smart to be like, that was this whole season.
Yeah. And Kivio's the last one.
Yeah.
Because we also learned about how heroes are made.
That's interesting. One of my notes was like, the first goddess was Roman.
Yeah.
That was weird.
And then she just like appeared through a door or something and just started handing out, I don't know.
Heroes from other worlds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heroes were summoned from other worlds. That's what it was. Yeah.
So it was that. And then also it's interesting that the reason they lose their memories is because she has to keep all of them
in like a book or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also there's a limit. So that was kind of a bummer where I was like, oh, I want a new hero like every other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are now at max capacity of like how many heroes we can have.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
But not like characters. So like more characters could be
there'll be more.
But unfortunately, there won't be more heroes.
Yeah.
But
and
yeah.
I guess technically you don't even really get powers with being a hero. So anyone can show up and like in my brain, I was like, oh man, these are gonna be all of our like super powered guys that we get.
Yeah.
Like Xylo doesn't have powers because he's a hero. You know?
He's got fucking back, stay back, don't come here powers. He's got fucking exploding knives that regenerate infinitely.
Like that sniper is just a good sniper who happens to be
just
a
a serial killer with a fucking gun.
Yeah, so
That's just a problem. Cool. That brings us to, I guess, what we'll probably do in lieu of Best Boy in news, unless you have pertinent news you want to talk about. Oh, I actually do have news.
Okay.
Gotchaka, a fighting game, got announced.
No, first off, it's not a fighting game. Second, I've broken this to you already. Talked about this like weeks ago. There's been trailers for like weeks. And it's like one of those solo leveling games where you like run around and fight things.
The game releases combat preview videos for Rudo, Engine, and more. That's what happened. Yeah. So previews came out for the Gotchaka, probably not so great video game.
Yeah.
Because we both played Soul Leveling Arise, and it was...
It's not so great.
It was a game. It was a game of all time. But in lieu of our Best Boy and our news this week, we are going to rank the anime we watched this season.
Okay.
And we'll give them ratings at the end of it. So let's go ahead and get the worst out of the way here. Vigilantes.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Vigilantes was definitely the worst show of the season.
Is this season worse than season 2 or season 1?
100%.
I would also agree, yes.
Yeah. I liked season 1.
I liked season 1. I liked the second to last episode of this season, and that is probably the only episode.
I like the one with the big frog.
Oh, the fucking, the pimple frog and the crabtastic episode.
Crabtastic episode sucks. The frog one's like the only good episode.
The best episode of the season is an okay episode of My Hero Academia.
Yeah. All the Aizawa flashback ones were good.
I fucking forgot. We got that.
That's the frog one.
That is the frog one. You're right. Okay, yes. Those 3 episodes are pretty good. The rest, everything that's in the modern day timeline outside of the second to last episode is just middle of the road.
Yeah.
Vigilante is going to get our last place spot. I'm going to give it a rating of 6.9.
Like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watchable, but not enjoyable.
Yeah, not like there's a couple good episodes, but like I do not look forward to it each week.
Yeah, it was appointment watching in like, not that I was making an appointment to watch it, but it felt like a dentist appointment.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, I have to watch this. Next up after Vigilantes, this is immediately gonna get.
Yeah, it got way harder.
It gets way harder after Vigilantes. Fuck, dog. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. There's 3 for me that it could be.
Yeah.
It's either Hell's Sentenced or Fire Force.
I knew those would be your 3. I think in terms of like what I had, like which show had the most high tier episodes.
Yeah.
Like that's how I got to rank it. I think Hell's Paradise had more high tier episodes than Fire Force.
I would agree there.
And I also think that about Sentenced 100%.
I'm really hot on this last episode of Sentenced.
I loved Sentenced.
I think this last episode of Sentenced is better than anything we got from either Hell's Paradise or Fire Force all season.
Wow.
Yeah.
You like the uncle stuff? Is that what sold
dude, the
you?
uncle,
like,
the world building Kiwi as a character. Like I was like I'm like, oh, like it fucking and then like the Rhino reveal.
Yeah.
Like that makes so much sense now. Like I also just like I find myself gravitating more and more towards Kiwi as a character. And like now that she's not some like holy knight tsundere and like actually somebody going through some shit, that's fucking awesome.
Is it you realizing that it's not just being slop? Like have you finally come around?
This is the first non-slop episode.
But like retroactively, you're like, oh, they were setting shit up, and like the world building isn't just nonsense.
That's fair because it's a long-term build-off.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Kiwi is this character. You're gonna see her like we're getting you used to the idea that even the highest-ranking holy knights can be like cut down by this system. Yeah. And the world building's dope. And I just think the world building of Sentenced to be a Hero is better than Hell's Paradise. I think it's better than maybe Fire Force.
Whoa. Whoa. I don't
know if that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I think individually within the confines of this season, out of all the episodes of this season, I'm hottest on this final episode for Sentenced to be a Hero than I would be anything else.
I think it's Fire Force.
I think it's Fire Force as well.
Yeah.
I think Fire Force had a really good episode in the Dragon episode. I think the Benimaru versus his old man episode is fun.
It's pretty good. Ogun's is really good.
Ogun's is fun. I like what we're getting with Shinra Banshoman right now. It's a back end heavy season.
Yeah.
The first 6 or so episodes of this season are not great.
Yeah. And it's also, I'm like still, the momentum. It took so much momentum to get me out of the slump that was part 1 of season 3.
Yeah, 100%.
But again, there is such a gap between Vigilantes and every other show.
Oh, it's not even close.
Yeah,
it's not even close. Like, all right, what would you say your rating is for Fire Force?
Oh, my rating?
Yeah. 8.3?
7.6.
Okay.
Maybe. Like, there's
8.
a couple good episodes, but I was still like, every episode, I wasn't like hyped to see the next one. I was like,
yeah.
I hope this is a good one. And then sometimes it was.
Yeah. Sometimes it would be like, that's the thing is, I don't think there's an episode of the season that I'd be like, oh, that's a 10 out of 10. There was episodes that I would say was like, oh, that's a high 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like this most recent episode, the Dragon episode. Yeah. Dragon episode is the best episode of the season. Yeah. That's like a 9.2.
I agree. Yeah, I think it never gets into like, oh, this was like groundbreaking.
This was like, I need to fucking, I can't wait to scream about how great this episode is. Yeah. I'm gonna say 8.2 on Fire Force this season, which would give you perspective for how good everything else is.
Yeah.
All right, Hell's Paradise or Sentenced to be a Hero?
I'm between Hell's Paradise and Frieren. But here's the thing, because I think I like more Hell's Paradise episodes than Frieren of this season.
Okay.
In terms of like it being like a highlight of the week.
Yeah.
But Frieren's high is higher than anything in Hell's Paradise. Like Frieren has maybe the best episode of the season for me.
Which is the Ganao episode.
Which is when Ganao is carrying that kid.
Yeah.
And then I also like the episode where they fight the demon.
Uh-huh.
So like Frieren has 2, maybe 3 like hard hitting like 10 out of 10s.
Yes.
But that's less than the amount of like 8.5 to 9s that Hell's has.
I'm going to say, because I don't think Hell's Paradise has had a best episode of the week this entire season. But it also hasn't had a bad episode this entire season. I would say objectively, this last episode we watched is probably the worst episode of the season.
Yeah, it's consistent, but you're right. Yeah, like, yeah, I'll put Hell's here. Do you think it's Sentenced?
No, I'm willing. That's the thing is, like, I think this last episode,
Hell's Paradise last week was like your favorite.
Hell's Paradise last week was the Shion episode where he's just beating down fucking Mudan. Or it wasn't even Mudan. It was one of the fucking Tenzin. But Hell's Paradise for me is just like, it's that little brother, you know? And it's just like, it's good, but it can never be the best. Frieren can be the best. Sentenced to be a Hero this week was the best.
Yeah.
And the ability for Sentenced to show me that it can be the best to me means this season is probably better than what we got from Hell's Paradise, just because of how this episode ties everything together. I'm so happy I stayed with it. I'm also putting Hell's Paradise here.
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise for the season, 8.5.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Hell's Paradise is a flat B, and it's a good B.
It's so weird because I like really don't have a lot of complaints or anything. I just like inexplicably, I don't know why this isn't a 10.
It just doesn't, there's something about it's just missing that X factor, and I do not know what it is.
Yeah, it's always really good each week. I like the world. I like the aesthetic.
I like the motivations of the characters. Yeah. It's dark. It's gritty. People die.
Yeah, it's got a lot of shit that I like, but it's also the most, other than Vigilantes, it's the one I'm most frequently being like, oh, fuck, I gotta watch that before I die.
Because it also comes out on Sundays, I think. And so it's like, oh, fuck, I have one day to get done.
Well, I watch everything on Sunday or Monday.
I literally try and get as much done before Sunday because I'm like, when I have to watch 5 or 6 episodes in a row, I'm like, by the 4th episode, I'm gonna be miserable. I'm not gonna be bringing my best fucking note-taking ability into fucking Vigilantes an hour and a half into watching anime.
I need to do that. I don't.
Yeah.
But I watch everything either Sunday or Monday. And even on Monday, like when I get through everything, I'm like, I got my keys, I got my shoes on. I'm like, I forgot to watch Hell's fucking Paradise.
Yeah, because you're like, I don't know, we're cutting down another flower guy this week here.
Yeah, it's like repetitive but high quality.
Yeah. Because like if you hadn't watched the last 5 minutes of this episode or something, it wouldn't be like fucking the Amazing Digital Circus where you'd be like, oh yeah, by the way, Kane died.
I guess that's the thing is it's like JJK's repetitive. Like it's all just fights. But every character is so unique and their powers are interesting and creative. Hell's Paradise, it's like...
all sword guys.
Yeah, I'm going to watch a guy with a katana fight a guy who's a flower.
Yeah.
Every week.
It's a fucking like weeding propaganda.
Yeah.
Cool. So that gives us Sentence to be a Hero here. Or do you want Sentence... Are you going to put... If you're putting Sentence to be a Hero above Frieren, I cannot ride with you into that battle.
That's all right. I guess our individual... we diverge here now.
Yes.
Because I think it's Frieren for me personally.
Okay.
Because in my heart of hearts, like, I'd just be so disingenuous to be like, oh, I loved more of Frieren than I loved
of Sentence to be a Hero.
Like,
I mean, you said that Sentence to be a Hero was the fucking anime you're going to die on the hill of.
Yeah, it blew me away. And this, like, it closing out the season high just has me be like, if they run out of funding and do a Kickstarter, I'm dumping my bank account.
100%.
You know?
I mean, like, that's the thing. When was the last time we started an anime that had no real hype behind it, and we're like, we ended it, and we're like, oh, that was fucking awesome.
To Be Hero X.
To Be Hero X, yep, that's fair. Did we, I mean, Sabuki Bisco? In the OG days, right?
That was before us, I think.
I think it might have been. I think we just talk about how we
You
liked it.
love-
I love Sabuki Bisco. I think it's one of the most creative anime ever made.
This has, like... the amount of hype that To Be Hero X did, where it was like...
There was a contingent of people who loved it.
Yeah, people were like, keep an eye out for it, and
Yeah.
then, like, it was unbelievably good, and then once it was unbelievably good, you're like, hey, everyone talk about this. What happened?
Yeah, because, like, you feel as though, like, you get the people being like, you should watch this, and like, why am I not seeing edits of fucking, like, Xylo or Teorita or Rhino or anything? Like, I'm surprised I'm not seeing Thirst edits of Rhino now that he's killed a Demon Lord.
I think it's the season 1, like...
yeah.
working thing. Like we said with Gachi Akuta. Like, Gachi Akuta got better treatment than this, I think. Like, people were talking about that
just bigger.
weekly. But I think by season 2, this will have, like, the following of, like, what's the one with Subaru?
Oh, ReZero?
I think it'll be at that level where,
Yeah.
like, it doesn't get, like, an edit every day like you see with JJK. But, like, when its season comes out, everyone's like, let's go, lock in. This is the one of the season.
Time to enjoy ourselves again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
I love it.
So you want Sentenced here, so I'm curious to hear. Oh, no, you want Frieren here, so I'm going to obviously put Frieren next.
Yeah.
But so what would your rating for Frieren be then?
Like, it's so tough because I think most of Frieren's episodes for me this season are just such a, like, classic mess around that usually ends in them, like, doing, like, what I feel like is the overly predictable outcome.
Yeah. Best case scenario every time.
Yeah, like, this season was so predictable in a lot of its side quests, and it really disappointed me. But it has, like, some of the best episodes of the entire season.
Yeah.
Of the entire anime season. The Ganao stuff is, like, will stick with me until I die.
Yeah.
So I think, like, on that weighted scale, it comes to, like, 8, I guess.
Oh, wow. But you said that...
I know, the points won't matter.
Okay, gotcha. Good.
Yeah.
I would say...
It's not going to be a climbing scale for me with the number system.
So Sentence is going to be below this for me. So, I mean, we'll talk about Sentence in a second when we get to your spot. But for me, I mean, like, there's not an episode I would put from the season below an 8.5. Like even this last episode, which I fully admit I think is the worst episode, I still like. I just enjoy it. I think this is, honestly, I'd say this last episode's like a flat 8. Because it's definitely like, we are starting to get a little repetitive here. We're starting to get like, I don't know, we're getting to this point here where I'm like, I get it. I get that we're on a journey. Like, let's get into an arc here. And the Ganao arc was only like 2 or 3 episodes, unfortunately. But those episodes are 10 out of 10s. And I would say Sentence to Be a Hero is 1 10 out of 10 episode. This had like 3. I love the Sword Demon arc. I love the conversation bits around like, hey, like, we need this company to work up here because they get all of like the support. I love like the journey that Stark has to go on where he has to realize that people live in the North and that like it's not an option for them to leave because it's home. And then there's just some incredible fights that have no business being as gorgeous as they are. I love Frieren being a fucking moon sniper in the Ganao arc. So for me, the season of Frieren is not as good as the first season, but obviously not. It's 10 episodes versus 28. Like that's not a hot take to say season 2 is not as good as season 1 because it's literally 1/3 the content of season 1. But for me, this season of Frieren is like an 8.8.
All right.
Cool.
Also, I still am going to push back against your number bullshit. Like, so do you think season 3 of JJK is worse than season 1?
Do I think season 3 of JJK is better than season 1?
But why though? It's only 10 episodes and season 1 of JJK is 24.
Well, I get it, but like it's just like you can experience like all right, but like you can experience so much more within the confines of 28 episodes as opposed to 10.
Yeah.
Like you can have more like okay, so like if we're talking about like is this like I'm saying, hey, season 1 can exist or season 2 can exist. What do you choose?
Of what show?
Frieren.
Well, you need the season 1 to have a season 2.
I'd argue with Frieren, you almost definitely don't. But
well,
like,
that's
yes.
true. I'd take season 2 then, actually.
Okay.
The Ganao shit is better than anything Frieren has ever done.
I would argue the Ganao shit is better than any episode from season 1. Yes, I would say the Ganao shit is probably the best thing that Frieren ever does. But I like the first episode of Frieren's a masterpiece. I love the introduction of Stark, his backstory. I love the Hider time, the like Fern as an orphan. I love the Mage arc. I love Ubel. I love any fucking Hunter exam ass arc, and that's what you get from the Mage arc.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I would still take season 1.
Yeah. So 8.8, you say?
8.8, yes.
Okay. And what do you put sentenced at?
Honestly, this season, that last episode brings it to like an 8.6 or an 8.7. Without that last episode, I would say Sentence to Be a Hero was like a 7.9,
Gotcha.
7.8. That last episode raises it to like its PSR rating. If I could,
right.
if I could make it and afraid this PSA rating.
Oh, PSR. I see.
Yeah.
I was talking about like Pokemon card grading.
Oh,
You're
no.
talking about naked
I'm
and
doing
afraid.
Naked and Afraid, dog. Its
Yeah.
last episode fucking clutched it up for an 8.7, 8.8. That last episode is so goddamn. Stank is right. It's not as good as Sendai Colony, but the last episode's awesome.
Yeah. JJK, baby. Best of the fucking season.
Every time JJK has come out over the course of this podcast, it's been the best show. It's just fucking, this season was nuts.
Yeah, this fully brought me over on like every aspect of JJK. Like
Yes.
season 2, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be watching this for the fights. The second there's no fight, I won't care anymore.
Yeah.
Season 3 has me like, not that there really hasn't been any fights.
Yeah.
But even the Tengen TED Talk episode, I
Yes.
was like, I'm entertained.
What
I
a
like
compelling,
this.
the most compelling way to do that fucking exposition dump that did not need to be 20 minutes long,
Yeah.
but it was, and it was still awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Like that cements how good this season is.
Yeah.
Like a 9.5.
I was thinking 9.5 as well. This is the best season of JJK in a show with stacked fucking seasons.
Yeah.
This season, incredible. JJK is our winner of the anime of the season. I'm sorry if you think that's a basic answer, but like the day that JJK stops being fucking incredible, we'll stop glazing it.
We have to do a game real quick. I know.
Okay.
We have to. We have to do it this week.
Is this going to be a Patreon exclusive game or what?
No, it has to be public.
Okay.
And this will be the last part of the episode because it's been a long episode. Womp womp.
Can I pee first?
Go pee. Are you ready?
What game? Why do I not know about this game?
Today, I made a special game for a special boy.
I don't like special games.
Round 3, Smasher Pass Special Edition.
What do you, no, hold up. No. What? No. What?
Who do you think?
I know what we've done 2 rounds of already.
Huh?
Are we doing My Mother again?
No.
No.
Boring.
Boring.
Dull.
Dull.
We don't repeat things here.
No. We're an original podcast with original ideas.
I had Nick Connor's fiance, Dorothy, play Smash or Pass and told her to just go nuts and have fun with it. Is it the boy's job? Oh, it is the boy's job to guess who she chose to smash and who she chose to pass. Are you ready?
Stop contacting the people. She's much easier to access than my mother, unfortunately.
Actually, she's not. He's been trying to do this for a long time.
She does not get back the DMs. That is one of my favorite things about her.
Yeah. You ready for this?
If that's not a perfect encapsulation of how ready I might be.
First up, did Nick's fiance smash Shao Tucker or Endeavor?
So are we just doing the same ones?
I guess, maybe.
We're just doing all the same ones here. We're just running the dad racket past Dorothy here.
I guess so.
She chose Endeavor. Dorothy is not into old men whatsoever, and Endeavor doesn't look nearly as old as Shao Tucker. Also, she doesn't like muscular guys.
And this image.
Oh, that is 100% Endeavor. Endeavor she likes messy brunette hair. And he's got messy, he just looks hot, you know?
Yeah. I will say, Endeavor, take this however you want to take it. Endeavor looks like you currently. Shao Tucker looks the way you used to look.
That's a really good point. You're making really good points here. So when she chooses Shao Tucker, I'm going to go undo my hair transplant.
The answer is Shao Tucker. The second one, Endeavor, looks mean and scary, like he'd hurt me. The first one, Shao Tucker, looks gentle and sweet. I'd like to feel him sliding in and out of me.
Did you add that last bit?
No.
You didn't add that last bit? You did. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? What?
Did Nick's fiance smash Koro Sensei or Ryuk from Death Note?
Oh, God. There's no way Dorothy said that's just not how she talks. It's not how she talks. She doesn't even talk like that to me. Why is she talking about that? Okay, I'm gonna have to say Ryuk. Because she knows what Ryuk is. Because we made a Ryuk. We made a Ryuk for the Death Note video that didn't get nearly enough views. Even though I think it's objectively one of the best things we've ever made. I think it's got to be Ryuk because I don't know.
Wait, what'd you say about Death Note?
I think good because we made a Ryuk. Me and Dorothy made a Ryuk. We made a Ryuk.
Gotcha. Yeah, you did.
We had a Ryuk. She knows what a Ryuk is. It's an identifiably anthropomorphic thing, and I don't think Dorothy's into tentacles.
She chose Koro Sensei.
God damn! I don't know my own fiance.
And I will say, I gotta cut this short right here and now. I am April Foolsing you. Dorothy didn't give these answers, but these are so shockingly graphic that I asked Dorothy if I could do this, but I didn't read them beforehand. And after the first sliding in and out of me one, I skimmed all the rest, and I was like, I think this is too crazy.
What do you mean you're April Foolsing me? What's happening?
I've April Fooled you. This episode comes out April 1st.
I know it comes out April 1st, but so you wrote the answers?
I April Fooled your ass. No, Sean did. And Sean's a freak.
Sean, what the fuck? What are we doing?
These are so relentlessly graphic.
I was like, I know for a fact Dorothy does not talk like that. I can never see her. Maybe Sean Berry also specifically chose the ones I thought she wouldn't. So you're saying that what I'm about to read about Koro Sensei is unreadable?
Yeah, I'm pulling the rug out already because
it's just unreadable?
Because I think Dorothy just wouldn't talk to me ever again if I had on the internet that she was saying this.
What,
I was always gonna April Fool's it.
Okay.
But yeah.
You had me going.
The first one, Koro Sensei, because I have lots of holes to fill, and this is someone who can finally fill them all at the same time. I read that and I was like, no human would talk like that.
No human would talk like that, especially not my goddamn fiance. That's insane.
So we got a good first reaction at least.
We got a great. The first one was slightly. That was weird for Dorothy, but I could see her trying to ham it up maybe.
Also, I've never seen Made in Abyss. Have you?
I know of it.
This exists in it? What is this?
Oh, why is it ribbed for my pleasure?
And then it's got some buns.
Oh, that's
as well.
good. That's good. That actually might sell me on watching Made in Abyss.
And then there's a blood blockade battlefront thing called Shiboroba.
Shiboroba?
Shiboroba?
That's a trypophobia fucking warning if I've ever seen one.
But yeah, so that was the game.
Cool. Thanks, the Sean, for saying that my fiance needs all of her goddamn holes filled.
It was way too much, way too early.
Yeah, listen, he blew his load early. He blew his load real early there. Happy April Fools, guys. Hunter x Hunter's coming back. That's my news.
Are you doing an April Fool's?
Gotcha.
I guess you shouldn't say it on the thing if you are going to do an April Fool's.
What do you mean?
Like for
like a video?
Yeah, something. Doing an April Fool's video is only an April Fool's on the content creator themselves because it never gets enough views.
No.
And it's just a day's worth of work.
Yeah, it's a day's worth of work, and it's like, I lost my penis! And then it's like, you have to do like 12 minutes of fluffer because you still need to sell ads on the I lost my penis episode. And it's like, I was walking with my dick one day. And then you have to like sell a compelling story here that is like, I didn't actually lose it. And then everyone's like, I'm not gonna follow you for this. You know, it's like, cool. Here's the 30 cents you got from watching this video. Now fuck off forever.
Yeah, it just wastes your day.
Yeah.
And everyone else is like, that was kind of annoying.
You didn't get a great first reaction out of me then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. We love you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.